well. B team that was running around recently, as well as Motive DSG. They have won themselves that SEA region. Spin's done quite well for himself. Nats has been a prospect and a talent we've been keeping an eye on for a while. So to join the existing core of Team Secret, it's an interesting mix, but they've got a lot of ground to cover and a lot of differing perspectives they've got to kind of put together on very short notice.
Well, the core that is remaining with Secret, it's so weird to not have Jesse Bash there. So we're also really keen to see what kind of impact this is going to be having on the team. And Jesse Bash, you know, he's as old as time. So what happens when you have this guy with so much experience gone from the roster? Sylvan steps in as actually the most experienced one.
Yeah, we got a young new on the squad, the Korean on the Filipino team of Sylvan. And I feel like he was so impressive for me actually in stage 1. I feel like he was constantly putting together moments to save Team Secret. Big multi-kills from this guy. I think he could be a real big game player.
How many rounds did he just put together a round like this out of nowhere? A 4K or an ace? Like, it felt like 1 or 2 rounds a game, Sylvan was just going to win it by himself. His multi-fragging on the Vandal and his mechanics this stage, particularly after having one of his worst seasons ever in kickoff, the turnaround has really been something to keep an eye on. And I think that they have a very reliable controller player now on Team Secret. Look at that big glow up in performance.
Yeah, such a huge difference. And Team Secret has talked about the difference as well in terms of comms. Like Sylvan, there was some language barriers
Let's go Sylvan.
Team, and now this team is
I've been casting Sylvan ever since the beginning of time.
Will he understand spin? His axe is pretty heavy.
No, they'll get him fine. I'm sure he's had enough time now speaking English in the team. And you can see how his performance has improved for it. So I think he's definitely one of the ones to watch for me on this team. But the other one is, of course,
all the way from the Philippines, ladies and gentlemen.
Really well. Even though
Zeus is
Secret
here.
only won 1 match in stage 1, Zeus and Sylvan were the standouts.
They were. I think that Zeus in the recent qualifier as well had some very, very big games. So he is definitely a prospect and someone for Filipino fans to get super excited about. He can really be the carry player and the centerpiece of this team. And when we look at stats, I mean, they'll kind of show you why. Previously, they had 10-10 playing for the roster in kickoff, and he honestly had a little bit of a rough go of things. But since Zeus has come into the roster, you've seen more first bloods, you've seen more op kills, you've seen, you know, better...
Wait. You were skipping a guy. There wasn't Ramiro.
Yeah, so Zeus, he got KPI, you can see very good there. ADR, like you could see one-to-one stats improvement for Zeus. It's been phenomenal, and there's honestly so much to look forward to because he's so young as well. He's only just come in as a rookie into Pacific, and he's already doing this well. I'm very excited to see what else he can do.
He's had a lot more time to practice now in those stages, so it'd be great to see how he's grown.
Now they're going to be facing against Beryl. They haven't won in stage 1 at all. But let's recap. And kickoff. It's been rough, but let's recap a little bit. I mean, these guys were the kings of Ascension at the end of last year, and they have yet to show their strengths here on the stage.
I mean, they ran over everyone to qualify for Pacific, and everyone was thinking, is this Nongshim 2.0? In a way, yes, because Nongshim, after running over Ascension, also struggled in Pacific, so I'm getting extremely concerned for Varel. What I will say, though, is that Cinder was definitely a weak fragger for the Tier 1 level, and Foxy9, even though his last game that he played right at the start of the groups previously for Genji was not one to remember, I have to say that coming into this Varel team, it's going to be very interesting to watch. I saw that
all the way from
Cinder was on the roster graphic.
To Varen.
I think it's thought he was replacing Cinder, but let's see what we're going to get in the server today. If that is the case, though, I'm very excited because I think, honestly, this is a very well-rounded roster, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to put together.
But I mean, this is the thing for me, is there were definitely moments in stage 1 where I was like,
I've been casting this guy ever since like what, 2022?
I remember when they got that first map win, I jumped out of this couch, I was so excited because it does feel like there are times when they go toe-to-toe. When it comes down to aim especially, I do think
Genji now Varen.
It's just about putting it together. It's about building that composure. They're still an incredibly young team that have to grow into this league and learn, but they're running out of time. It's stage 2. They have to get some wins on the board now.
Yeah, so I mean, you can see it here, a flawless Ascension win into Pacific where they have not won themselves a map. What I will say, though, is that those 16 losses, out of 5 out of 10 of them in just the last stage that they lost, they were 24+ round games, so at least half of their loss in the previous stage were very winnable games that they lost in very narrow margins. So I'm hoping that Barrel will be able to kind of, be able to come through in the clutch a little bit more.
Well, this is really exciting to see this particular addition come into this roster as Foxy9, formerly from DRX, and Gen G, comes with so much experience.
Yeah, at the end of that, the start of that group stage for Gen G, though, I was talking about it. They threw him on the smokes roll, and then immediately
namin ang basbas mo para manalo ang TS. Sige, tol. Lahat gagawin ko para manalo yung TS. Anong basbas ang gusto mong gawin ko? Sabihin mo lang.
And then immediately just gets removed.
What's the score? Wala, hindi pa nag-start na.
I mean, that is brutal.
But I think this is great to have him on Barrel, because one thing the most experienced person they had on the team was Cinder, and yeah, he had experience, but this guy has even more experience, and he's definitely a vibes guy. You know, you have to give Foxy9 that, and now with the Sentinels having up, I think he's back in his zone.
Very much so. A lot of time here in Pacific. He's been to Masters, he's been to Champions, and this guy's a pretty good player. How many times have we seen plus Foxy9, minus Foxy9? And every time he comes back in, he starts having some live games, so I would be a little bit worried how his team secret.
Oh, absolutely. I think I was really excited about the changes coming for Team Secret, but this edition, Barrel could finally get their first win today, but it's really hard to say. Even for the last match that we saw, we were a little bit unsure.
So it's gonna be
Gen G and Zeta division.
Split Haven and Summit. Wow, Summit
already on day one.
So
really?
I love this. So neither one of these teams wanted to ban Sunset or Summit. They both have these new maps prepared, but when they both go through that first ban phase and then they don't get picked, that means, there's a 2 or 3 chance that one of them is coming up here. It's hard to avoid. And it's Summit that we're going to. So it's Team Secret that elects to ban a set to make Summit that map 3. My goodness, I hope we get a Summit.
Yeah, Barrel going to pick up Split. They actually lost that to the Team Secret before changing the recent qualifier. And Secret picking Haven, not something that they've played much recently, and when they did, they kind of got slapped by Gen G. But this is a new team. I think you could throw everything you know about Secret out the window.
Oh, absolutely. I think we're going to have a completely different play style on the stage as we send it down for the match 2 of day 1. We got a brand new Team Secret and a revitalized Varel for VCT Pacific.
Eto na, start na natin to. Sino yung mga nagsabing hater ako ng TS, ha? Never nangyari yun! Hello, Twin. Umpisahan na natin to. Anong bas-bas bibigay ko, mga tol? Ito, mga sir, kasi ang tinitignan kong chat ngayon is 4. Legit 4 yung chat na tinitignan ko. Isa-isa lang tayo, ha? Isa-isa lang, ha? Ito na pala. Wait lang. I-up ko lahat ng chat ng ng TS ngayon, mga tol. Ito. Okay na to, kahit hindi na to. Ito. Wait lang, mga sir, inaayos ko. Isa-isa lang. Mahina ka kalaban. 4 na chat yung tinitignan ko, boss. Maawa kayo.
그룹 스테이지 전승을 하면서 되게 좋은 결과는 냈지만
10 seconds remaining. Meteor cannot make it happen.
생각했던 메타랑은 좀 다르게 흘러가서 그로 인해서 좀 국제 대회에도 진출하지 못한 점이 아쉬움에 남는 것 같기도 합니다.
magandang gabi sa inyo lahat.
상위권이라고 생각을 하고 이 약물고 칼을 갈아서 열심히 해보겠습니다.
If ever taga Korea kayo, guys, I just wanna say, if ever taga Korea kayo, ang gusto ko lang sabihin, see you. Yun lang gusto ko sabihin, mga sir. See you in Korea.
But I think there's a lot of lessons.
Dito ako manonood dito si Phil. Maraming salamat. Ano nakasaad sa Vilblea? Ang nakasaad sa Vilblea, mga kaibigan ko, 2-0 o 2-1 Team Secret. Pag natalo yung Team Secret, men, i-delete ko page ng Team Secret. Yun lang yun, tol.
Just feel the moment and enjoy.
まあフルセンスとか G とかだったりが
ito na naman tayo pare koy. Wala tol.
まあ自分たちもまあ世界大会
I just wanna say, dude,
ですけど結構力をつけて
From 90 plus down to 80 plus. Come on, man. Here we go.
まあもっと見せれるように頑張ります
Kamusta namin?
저희는 뭐 이제 다들 잘해지니까
Okay naman si
죽을
Chili Puff.
맛이지만 보는
Goods naman
시청자
siya.
여러분들은 행복하지 않을까 그런 생각을 합니다. 잘하려고 하고
Darren
있는데 더
Rojas,
열심히 해야
VL
될 것 같아요.
Esports, Civil Esports. Hindi totoo yun, tol. Hindi ako taksil sa
뭔가
bayan.
이 팀에 들어오기 전에 제가 생각했던 게 이 팀은
gusto ko lang manalo ang
누구한테도
mga
질 수
Pinoy.
있고 누구한테도 이길 수 있는 팀이라서 내가 이걸 잘만
Good job, man.
활용하고
Dahil weight
얘들한테
loss. Thank you very
어린이들한테
much,
잘
brother.
알려주면은 저 연승하는 팀이 되겠다.
Thank you very much.
뭔가 너무 기대가 커요 지금.
Payat na ako, to be honest.
확실히 애들이 더 엄청 어리고 저에 비해 엄청 더 MG한 느낌이 확 드는 것 같습니다.
Apparently, the OMAD, the pickleball, the gym really works.
아, 저도 이제 나이가 좀 먹다
Solid.
보니까
Pa-start ko na, pare koy. Start the game!
제 CBSC 선수가
OMG, tag out!
팀 기능이
Jesse Bash is here! Lumalakas ako, nakikita ko na naman si
잘할 수
Vash!
있겠죠?
Ibalik niyo si Vash!
저번에 저희 챔피언스 팔이 끝나고 도호가 이제 울면서 내년에 꼭 저희가 잘 해주겠다 챔피언스 우승 시켜주겠다 이런 말 했었는데
Kain ka ng
그
kimchi pag
약속을
natalo.
시켜줄 시간이 온 것 같다 동호야
Sorry, mahilig din ako sa kimchi. I have literally like 2 tubs of kimchi na ganun kalaki sa ano sa ref ko.
個人としては
I love kimchi, pero mas masarap ang adobo.
にまあ出たいっていうのがまあ夢だったんでチャンピオンズ出
Wala,
場
tol.
を目標に
Kailangan ko na ba ilabas ang ano,
저
ang
형들한테
down
하고
ng
싶은 말이
laurel?
있습니다.
Oras na
이번
ata eh.
시즌 챔피언스 가자. 또 응원해 주시는 분들
시신대한
정말
거는 다운 ng
감사하고
laurel,
꼭
tol.
좋은 성적으로
소리는
답해드리고
tayo.
싶습니다.
근데 제가 들어오면서 부족한 부분들도 채워지고 개인품도 올라와서 제가 이 바렐의 연패를 한번 싹 끊어보도록
Grabe
하겠습니다.
si Foxy 9 nandito, no? Wow! Foxy 9 is here. Jesus. Ingay ng aso ko. Hoy! Huwag ka maingay, malalaban yung TS! Gusto mo manood? Kahol ka ng kahol, lalaban ng TS eh. Pag hindi narinig nila Zeus yung footsteps, ikaw sisisihin ko. Ikaw
It's
gagawin ko.
VCT Pacific
Joke lang.
Stage 2.
Mahilig
Everyone,
ako sa
please
aso, pero
scrub
depende
out
sa
Stage 1. Forget what
breed.
you saw from
Hindi
these
luto.
two teams. Because
Let's
we're
go!
seeing a massive both Team Secret and Barrel. We are seeing the return of former coaches and players to the Pacific stage. And most notably here,
May nag-chat sa akin.
Morgan, your guy is back.
Look, I love this guy so much. I think he's a fantastic coach and an excellent addition to this revamped Team Secret squad. They've come out swinging here for Stage 2. They know they don't have the champs points. They have to go far here. They're going all in. Chips on the table. Let's get the win. That's what they're hitting today.
And they're going to be facing Barrel. Foxy 9 is on this roster. I think this is a fantastic addition, and I think this is the guy you're going to need to revitalize this team.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they can go on an interesting run of their own as we head through towards Stage 2. They have not had a win in Pacific so far this year, so maybe Foxy 9 will be, as you said, Morgan, the honeymoon edition that they need to go on a bit of a winning streak.
Split
As
Haven
Foxy 9
Summit.
himself said
If
there in
ever
the
gonna
video
talk about
tribute.
Split, syempre
And one
napakadami
thing
na
is for sure
nating
is that both
panalo
of
dyan sa
these
Split.
teams,
If
knowing
ever gonna
who
talk
the
about
new
Haven,
coach, the new
automatically sure win tayo
players
dyan.
are coming
If
back,
ever gonna talk
they're
about
not
Summit,
one
men, bagong
to
mapa
shy
yan.
away from
I don't
Brits.
wanna
We're
talk
already
about that.
seeing that come through here with
I don't wanna
Summit
talk
being
about
the
Summit.
starter map.
Pero I just wanna say,
Sunset. Both of these
ilalabas ko lang
revamped
aso ko.
into their pool. Neither one of them wants to take that first ban. That means they have it prepared. I love to see that. If you're an underdog team, you have to take those risks. My goodness, give me that map
Anyway,
three.
going
I
back,
want to
mga
see what
kaibigan,
Summit
nalabas ko
looks
lang ang
like
aso.
here in Pacific.
Going back,
because you just
alam
know
nyo
it's
ba?
gonna be like that.
I am a little bit curious
Na
about
nagkaroon
how
ng
Team
Philippines
Secret is
versus
gonna be
Indonesia
changing. Yes,
na
besides the
show
coach,
match.
which is a huge change for the vision
At si
of
Kuya
this
Vil ay
team,
kasali
but
dun.
Their IGL is
Yeah.
also changed. We have Styron
At
here from
nung
Singapore.
nandun na si Kuya
The
Vil, alam
ideas
nyo
are
ba?
going to be much closer, I think,
Na
to something like a Motive Esports or
nanalo
something
tayo.
you've been seeing in SEA
2-0,
so far.
nanalo
We've
po
seen
tayo
both
against sa
Styron
Indonesia.
as well
Gusto ko lang po
as
sabihin na
Vin
sobrang
coach
lakas
some
ko
of
yun
these
lang po.
successful SEA teams that have been going on runs in Tier 2 lately. Now they've got much more talented players with a little bit more experience. Maybe some of those ideas that were still good in Tier 2 can transition on here pressure onto the tier 1 stage.
Sino IGL and
As I said
TS?
before, with so many moving parts, are you going to be able to actually bring
Good
that
question,
into a
baka si Gabriel Go, hindi ko
competition
kalala,
that has
tol.
success here on the Pacific stage?
That's the question. It's
Ito
all
si Kalbuff.
about time. How much if they
Ano
were
si
able
Amos
to-
roster
how much
changes ng mga teams
synergy
this
is
season
there
of
right
VCT
now?
Pacific?
How fleshed
May
out
nagtanong
is
sa
the
atin
map?
sa kabilang
These are all
channel.
questions
Brother,
that
if ever
we
gonna talk
start
about
to
that,
get
syempre
the
everyone
answers
really
to
wants to
today.
improve.
But ultimately, it's a
Because
team
apparently
outside
this
the
is the
squad.
last
Juice is the
VCT
man to watch from
Pacific
the
season
coming in at a
sa
young
taong
age.
to.
Also,
And
someone
next
we've not
year, it's
touched on
gonna be
is Kel,
different.
yes. He's
So
had
right
big
now,
performances as well,
every
especially on that
every
Viper,
team,
the Sentinel type role.
this
I think
is
he's
their
very, very
last
solid there.
roster
So
change.
I'm
This
looking
is their
forward to it,
last
but on the flip
roster.
side,
So
for
all
Valve,
they have
I
to
think
do
this
is
an
win.
electric team. I think they're
Yun
full
lang
of
yun.
firepower. They just couldn't quite close it when it mattered.
It's an improvement
all about
for
if they
every
learn
single
that
team na
composure
nandito,
in the
pare, yun
break
lang yun.
between
Yeah,
legs.
I think like, you know, there's some fan sentiment where, you know, you see the results of these teams and you're not that excited about them, but I'm
Kamusta
pretty
experience
excited about
sa
both
creator,
of
bro?
them.
Masaya, tol,
I
masaya.
like all of the additions that they're making, and I think this
Shout
is
out
going to
din
be
kay
a pretty
Kate.
good match, to be honest.
I think so too. I think the fans have something to lean into and tune into and be excited
Kuya
for.
Phil, miss mo
And
na ba
we're gonna
mga words
start
of affirmation
with
ng TS?
the
Aba,
banger
home
of
sim, tol.
Split to see what
Pero,
these two teams have
ang
got.
So recently,
Sa
this
limang
was played
to,
between,
ang
slightly
may
different
posible
Secret,
lang magsabi ng
Rockstar
words of
as well as
affirmation
Valve
is
in the
isa lang.
qualifier, and it was won by Secret, but both
Si
of
ano,
these
si-
teams have
hello,
made
ate girl.
changes not only in their
Si
roster,
ano,
as well as their
si
composite
Kelly S
depth.
na lang.
Cinder is in the server here.
Yes.
He's going to be piloting the Omen
At
here.
dahil
for Valve.
Bisaya
It's
siya,
quite a
pwede nang
slow
sabihin
clock,
ng
though.
Y-word.
Gonna be good on the defense, but with only the solo raised
Hello,
on an
hello, shout out
offense,
to Dar.
that could actually cause some problems here for Varel.
That does mean Klaus is out for Varel. On the side of Team Secret, it's that explosive double duelist. Nats is coming
Kita
into
tayo sa
play
Busan,
that
South
way
Korea.
lane.
Look at
So
that,
it is,
44%
a little bit of a
lang.
change of roles, a little bit of a
Ang
departure from him,
pumili
but this should
sa
be
Team
an
Secret,
explosive fast-paced
nagkakamali kayo.
Pilsky, you decided to go for Varel
Dun sa
today.
56% ng Varel, men,
Only
pag-
two talents who have.
Yeah,
Tampal-tampalin
Valve,
natin yan,
honestly,
boss.
I liked
Kaliwat
a lot of
kanan.
their ideas in the previous stages. As I said before, I felt like they were so close to winning so many
Yun
of those maps, but just
Yeah.
fell short. Maybe
Edi
overheated
56%
a little
nasa harapan
bit.
ko na.
Maybe
Yan lang yan,
the
tolo.
inexperience got to them. I like
Dalawa lang,
boxing
kaliwat
Island's
kanan lang, so
addition,
mabilis lang.
And as I said in my hot take, I
Ganun
want to
lang
see
yan,
them
tol.
go on a little bit of a run here.
Well, I think either way, we're all
Kalma
very
lang kayo,
excited
di nyo
for
ba
this
kilala
match
yung coach
today.
ng
Let's see
TS, si
what our
Johnny
casters
to,
think
boss.
about this match.
Kalbuff.
Well, I'm excited. Are you excited? Yeah, I'm pretty
Kalbuff, kakampi mo sila Johnny. Hindi ko sila kakampi.
Yeah? Yeah. You a big fan of Styron? Yeah, a little bit. You've been watching him in SCA challenges. What do you think?
Alam nyo ba, etong si,
Is
si
he gonna cut the
Elfish
mustard?
guy,
What? Is he going to cut the mustard?
way back
You've never cut the mustard before?
2016
I really don't know what that saying is. I mean, it's basically asking, is he gonna
or
be good enough?
17, something like that.
I mean,
2016,
I think the obvious question,
2017.
Big Time was kind of talking about it as well. Like, is
Oo,
there
tama.
enough time?
Oo.
How much time have they really
Oo,
had
tama,
to build
tama.
everything
Mga
up?
ganong year,
But when I
nakasama
think
ko siya
about
dito sa
that as
Pilipinas.
well, and I think about how
Para
Styron
magkas
kind of
ng
worked with XLB
kabilang
for
kabilang
example,
barilan. Alam niyo yun,
he
yun,
didn't
yun,
have
yun.
that much time
Yan, kasama ko
but
si
he
Elfish
just
guy
made
niyan
those
dito sa
calls, spoke
Philippines.
Chinese, and he was
Share
able
ko
to
lang.
kind of lead that team to a pretty, deep run back over even in the rest of SCA qualifier and much further than.
And that
Pag
that team
nag-playoffs ang
honestly
TS,
might be a nightmare
magko-coach.
team to IGL, because I think you had
Yeah,
Chinese
some
speakers,
magko-coach
Korean
hairstyle ako.
speakers
Sige
as well.
pa!
I remember we did an interview with one of them, and there was like a three-way translation happening
Yes.
from English to
Tapos
I think it was
biglayin tayo
English
ni
to
Jesus,
Chinese
siya
to
mag-words of
Korean.
affirmation eh.
And
No?
then it was
Simple.
back to English again.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Obviously, a big rebuild coming for Team Secret, and potentially a little bit the same for Varel, although not as many changes. I think it's a similar story to what we had in our first matchup. Two teams that didn't do too well last season, that are
Excited
looking
now,
to do a
dude.
little better this season. Some have made
First game ng
significant changes,
TS,
some
I
have
just
made
wanna
small
say,
changes. What is going to be the recipe for success?
good luck.
Well, we are about to find
Have
out
fun.
as we head into our
Sure win
second
tayo. Here we go.
stage
Map 1.
of
Game
VCT
1 na.
Pacific
Start nyo na.
2026 stage number 2. Team Secret and
Anong
Varel.
KDA ko doon?
And I for
Anong
one am
KDA
very
ko doon? Ano?
intrigued,
Nung
particularly
tawag
about
doon?
what
Nung
this
show
Team
match?
Secret live
Top
is
frag ako,
like.
boss.
We've heard a
Kahit
lot of
check
good
niyo yung
things
replay
about
ko
Zeus.
na posted sa
We
lahat
didn't
ng
get to see a
channels.
huge amount of him last
Men,
season.
top
He
frag
only
ako
came
nun,
in
tol.
for like the last week or
Lakas
two,
ko eh.
and that was by
Game,
the point
game,
that
game,
Team Secret
game,
was already
game.
out of contention for playoffs. So, is he going to be able to cut the mustard, so to speak, is my question. And
Tama,
obviously,
hindi ko alam
around
yun.
him, you've got Nats coming in, you've got Styron coming in, so I almost look at this as a completely new roster.
It's definitely
Start this.
possible. But then again, it does come
Let's do
down
this.
to what actually happens in the game. There's a lot to be discovered, a lot of identities to be found. We start things off with a very aggressive push. Oh, but Varel off of an A ramp hold there,
nice!
able to withstand the heat.
Yeah, good couple of refrags coming through though for Team Secret, and Zeus is on a mission. You can see he's pushed all the way back in behind, so that plant has gone down. But this round, it kind of feels like it's a bit on a timer. The longer this takes for Varel, the more time
Kelly
Zeus
S-Men,
has
mag-antay
to
ka lang.
work. He wants to
Promise,
clear out
Cinder.
spawn, but he's got to get back to the site now.
2v3. Winnable.
Has dropped, and that is an important piece of the puzzle.
Meron pang flashes tayo. You have to move away,
Flash around the corner is going to
get the time.
Things down, and again, a lot of this comes down to what can Zeus do. There's absolutely
it's okay
from him, so that was
it's okay.
a build-up for a whole lot of nothing in the end.
Sanay tayong natatalo sa pistol round. Sanay tayong natatalo sa pistol round. It's okay. It's okay. Kalimutan niyo yung nangyari, tol. Ibigay na natin sa kanila ng importante. Alam nila kung ano yung pakiramdam na manalo. Laging kabahan kayo pag nanalo ang TS sa pistol round. Yun lang yun, men. Ever since 2022, boss, talo sila sa pistol round, tol.
Block off the remaining choke points. They kind of let some of them through, but then they struck from behind. And at the same time, as you come down to where Zeus would have swung out, that slow orb just comes in so handy right at the end. They had information, especially after jumping into that smoke, silencing out wherever Kelly S was positioned.
O, di ba?
So that's the way that
tech pause agad.
Varel coming up with the first
round.
Utang
na loob.
So,
alam mo kung bakit?
Tech pause, hopefully a quick
partida na yan, men. Hindi gumagalaw yung isang mouse ng TS. Or kung ano mang gear niya, hindi gumagalaw. Partida yun, tol. Partida.
Not having great performances out from stage 1, but always needing to start off strong for this stage 2, the last possible stage 2. While we still have Pacific leagues.
Alam ba lang kayo, meron na ata nag-aayos ng items sa Taskbar Heroes. Naglalaro ba kayo nun? Nalaro
You're kind of looking at this season and saying, this is...
Asa na to, endgame na ako doon.
This is our last chance, because who knows what happens.
Endgame na ako doon, boss. Level 101 na ako doon. Hindi ko na alam kung anong gagawin ko doon.
What the system's gonna look like, we don't really know. Varel is one of those teams that...
Umpisa pa lang, problema na agad.
If there is more of a qualification aspect to it, they're probably going to be one of the teams that will struggle to guarantee themselves the opportunities into this level of competition on a regular basis, because they will be getting challenged by teams that are in that Tier 2 circuit, in the Challengers sort of sphere. They're not in the bubble in that
Once again,
sense.
big thanks nga pala sa TS para dito, mga tol.
Next year's going to be a bit more cutthroat, and Varel's one of the teams that's kind of on that
topic. Tayo ng rights.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to think about, will they even still stay
namang away.
depending on how their performance goes here, whether or not the organization...
Alam mo yung problema? Siguro sa Veril. Sa Veril nga! Nanalo na nga kayo ng round 1, may problema pa rin kayo.
We just witnessed how much talent there is.
Feel ano mo, sabi mo na pati yung mouse ni Kelly as words of affirmation, men, pati yung co-streamer pwede mag-words of affirmation, pero mabait kasi tayo. Kasi live tayo sa page ng Team Secret. Live tayo dun eh. So, kakalma lang tayo dun.
And they really want to make it happen.
Ayoko magsabi na mga kung ano-anong words of affirmation kasi baka pagalitan din ako ni ng mga channel eh.
But for Foxy9 as well, someone who's kind of,
si Keles, palaroin niyo na. Men, tulala na. Keles, ganda bigayan dyan sana, Korea. Grabe yung pagkatulala mo ah.
Definitely feel like he has that sort
stack
of
up. Boom, stack up.
Aura to him.
Grabe bigayan dyan ah. Sakto, adobo. Boom, Cindy Laurel. Shit lang.
It's already started off pretty decently.
Early days. Team Secret win?
Could be. I mean, a lot of us voted for Team Secret.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just heard a lot of good things about Zeus in particular. I kind of like what they've done, the changes that they've made.
Shoutout ka pala kay Saints. Hirap ng trabaho. Mahirap trabaho ko ngayon.
That's the thing. Like, I want to come into this split and see something. New coach, yeah.
Sipin mo,
is spoken very highly of.
Tatalunin ng Pinoy ang Korea sa sarili nilang bansa. Awit yun, man.
Not naming any names. I won't name any names. Yeah.
Kaya ba today? Lalaro-laro kasi, may problema naman pala.
I mean, run with motive.
Pwede ka naman mag-check kanina pero biglang nasira after after first round. Alam nyo ba guys, alam nyo ba na kunyari tech pause hindi pwedeng magsalita. Legit yun. Pwede lang if ever like kunyari tech pause or anything, hindi pwedeng makipag-communicate ang mga players at coach with each other. Hindi pwede yun. Makakapag-usap lang si if tech pause. That's all. Yun lang. Pero pag kunyari na pag kunyari mga ganyan, hindi kayo pwedeng mag-usap kahit anong mangyari. Pwede ba mag-CR
I know what it
pag-tech
stands for.
Sa 4 na taon ko sa Valorant,
amazing
Hindi, joke lang. Hindi pala 4 na taon yun.
What
Sa
a
5
name.
taon
I'm
ko,
pretty sure it was
actually
Siren
6.
Team.
Sa 6 na taon ko pagkakas ng Valorant, mga kaibigan,
Anytime I
mga
see
kapatid,
him pop up somewhere, you know, because obviously he's got a long career. He's been
mga
around
kalaurel.
as long as I have.
Wala
I
pa
was
namang
associated
naiihi
him
sa kalagitnaan ng game.
And-
Caster
and-
meron
and
ako.
Butler and those kinds of players with that team. And so I always find a way
Caster
to bring it up,
meron.
you know?
Oo, pero...
Since we're in a tech pause, we may as well talk
Sa game
about
wala pa
long,
naman.
amazing zebra ears. I don't know, do zebras even have long ears?
Too easy for Skibidi, hindi ko sure kung totoo yan.
Yeah, tufty little things.
Offline ba ang Valorant sa VCT? Zero ping kasi.
But like, can we have like?
Siyempre, meron tayong, yung mga ganito,
I'm a deep ball knowledge.
meron tayong mga tinatawag na mga tournament servers. Itong mga to, tournament servers to.
Anyway.
Pero, I believe,
I guess I do.
to be honest, hindi ko sure. Hindi ko sure kung lan to. Kasi, pero kailangan mo pa rin gamitin yung mga tournament accounts. So one thing is for sure, this is not offline.
My kind of benchmark for him is,
or alam niyo yung sa Atods,
what's it gonna look like when
diba?
we actually
Yung pag kunyari,
maybe
pag
move to
na-detect na
play
magkakasama
playoffs,
kayo sa
they
isang
can
shop, sa
qualify
isang
that far.
network,
How do they
nagiging LAN,
fare
parang
against
ganun.
the other challengers teams that could be moving forward up to this point. I am so curious.
Well, back to it now. Team Secret obviously do not have a buy here, but they've got a trick or two up their sleeve.
Okay lang yan, sexy.
The flash around the corner doesn't really amount to a whole lot there. And so Styron goes down. So Zeus is still trying to work something over towards B. The rest of the fellas having a bit of a look towards A, but there's really nothing doing at the moment.
You can already tell this Sage.
Meron si Jing na ihi sa tour na against EDG. Talaga? Kailan ang comeback ng The Mods? Kita-kits tayo next year.
Quite a bit. This wall, as long as it stays up, LP could consider it
naniniwala ako sa TS
clear, and that's why you do see the Prowlers coming out towards middle as well. It's very early on, but just some building blocks for the rest of the game. Great spams too. Ooh.
Well, there's the dash on in, but you don't really have the stopping power behind this push. There's just pistols. Foxy 9.
Okay lang yan.
You talked about
okay lang yan. Alam niyo kung bakit?
the honeymoon run.
Kasi lamang ang VL
Feels like
sa
very possible. You know what? I've just
sa firepower. Lamang sila sa ekonomiya. Kaya mga kaibigan, okay lang na matalo ang TS sa next round na yun.
Because both these teams,
Given yun, tol. Legit lang.
From that.
Tol, ibang nuts to. Hindi to nuts, nuts na white boy. Iba to.
Against Varel, when they were SLT on that stage, and they had
ibang
a timeout. SLT was booing
nuts
at
ng ng Southeast
just
Asia.
Kind of shrugged it off. So
These nuts.
I am very excited.
This nuts
Start off
is
with this
not
one.
the
Team Secret having the guns.
It's not the nuts
off of Garage.
of Russia. Yun lang yan.
Yeah, LP.
These nuts is not the nuts of Russia.
Yeah,
Yan,
surely
yun lang yan,
cannot be feeling very comfortable about that. Just going to try and jiggle, maybe drop the wall. If you get the early information, if anyone's coming towards B.
Ito, pag natalo dito ang TS, ewan ko na lang. Hindi ako naniniwala na matalo. Hindi ako maniniwala na matatalo ang TS dito sa round na to.
Just a little bit of a vibe check to kick things off, you know? You're not entirely sure.
Mag-e-end stream ako pag natalo ang TS sa round na to.
Shotguns, or if they're gonna swing out in the open yet.
Kayo na lang mag-explain sa Team Secret kung ba't ganun na nangyari.
Back in the EWC qualifiers, Team Secret took that one, but it was down to the wire, 13-11. So definitely need.
End stream ako pag natalo TS round na to, ah.
Oh, but he slowed. Oh, the missed shot, but not punished for it. Gets a second.
Utang na loob naman! Patayin nyo!
Away with 2. Would have been a lot cleaner on the entry for Team Secret there, but they have got the flank coming in through middle. They still need to actually take control of the site though.
Hindi ako pwede mag-end stream!
Inside of this smoke,
Ay, naku
gets
po!
the perfectly timed peek for the double.
Mga kaibigan, maraming salamat nga pala sa araw na to. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ingat kayo, guys.
Out of the smoke too.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bonus for Varel.
Thank you.
I mean, that's the worrying round, I think.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like,
bye-bye.
Yeah, obviously it's early days, but These are the kinds of things that can start to compound upon themselves if you feel like you're not having a good day, the mental gets a bit poor. These sorts of moments happening multiple times now already. Getting your own head a little bit, and Varel could also find a bit of momentum off of this, so truly.
I mean, I there's like a little bit of nerves on the stage too.
Exactly.
Quite a while. I don't know how much time specifically they've had to build this up, how much time they've been practicing. The announcement, by the way, for Styron and to get confirmed came in very late. I think it was like just last night.
Really?
The official announcement. Yeah, the rumors, you know, came around quite a bit, but it's insane. And I think maybe
yung dalawa
like
dito
most a month,
is bago.
slightly above that.
I have to imagine
yung dalawa dito is
Styron
bago.
was in the conversation at the point which XLB,
so syempre, andito sila sa punto.
Left challenges SEA.
Ha?
Sky is
andito sila sa punto na kailangan nga nila muna first game jitters ang tawag dito mga tol. Para naman bago sa inyo, tol.
Stepped away. A little bit. Maybe 6 weeks.
Hindi naman ito bago sa inyo eh.
I would like to think that at that point, that was at the very worst, that was the latest that he would have been contacted, and at that point, you know, okay, we've got Styron. This is what we're going to do.
Pinagbigyan, tol.
Leadership perspective, you put your coach and your game leader together, and you kind of, you know, you obviously are bringing Zeus.
Tech post na naman! Utang na loob, sa na naman ba? Sino na naman?
You know, I would want to think that they've
Viral na naman ba?
A decent run in. But how much practice have they had? Obviously, who knows?
Ay, hindi si Kelly's.
Say, right? But if you think about
ay, hindi. Pati si ano. Si Zeus.
I don't know if everyone's going to remember it, but Frost, Global Esports, back over in, I think,
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Hello nga pala kay Boss Ape, tambike na padre. Sige, padre.
Just a few.
Yeah.
Not too much.
Trying to get his name out there, like, you know, new up and coming.
Pagkatapos sa mga trabaho, nag-upgrade ako ng PC eh.
But yeah, he only had like, I think, a month.
Pagkatapos ko mag-upgrade ng PC, tara, tambike tayo. Sobrang busy.
Right. And he still managed to, you know, do somewhat
nag-time.
And even having a bit of a run-in with
kasi yung bantay ng mga PC, bantay ng computer siya, salita ng salita doon sa taas.
Really factor in time. But what we just witnessed.
Ito yung mga tao nag-aantay lang kung merong kung may mga libreng PC.
From Styron, because Yeoman jumping for it out of garage was blinded, and that is how, you know,
lalo silang
he had. So a little bit worrisome, for sure.
Okay lang yan,
but these are all teething issues.
Ano po bansa naglalaro? Pilipinas!
Moments in time. Either way, though, it's just
kalaban ng
step forward.
Japan at Korea.
Right now is definitely not going to be easy to come back from. It's going to be 4-0 with the guns not looking great on the next one.
Okay lang yan.
Alright, what about can we come up with another Styron team from
OMG, nag-reset sila ng client.
Way back?
Yeah. Quadsai, was that a Styron team?
Oh my god. Wow. How do you know these?
I'm a ball knower, bro.
Yo, Asian FPS.
Hello,
I know Splashy played for Quadsai at one point. I think this is after this is like after Team Dreamscape, after Boot.
This is before Pacific.
But yeah, this is well before Pacific. I think Styron might have been in a Quadsai roster.
Meron akong ganyang shirt eh, di ko mahanap.
He was like one little generation after Splashkey and those guys.
Iliniba ako sa TS lineup ngayon.
Yes, now, oh my
god.
God.
Wala si Vash, yun?
Well, the tech pause is still going, so you're going to have to listen to us for a bit. Pair with us.
Wala, boss. Ito lang yun eh.
You're actually looking it up.
Yeah. He definitely did play for Lays.
Lahat ng mga teams dito, they really want to win. Because this is the last.
They kept that.
Hello, Benedict. This is the last.
Maybe not.
Last.
But we're talking like Benkai.
Season already.
Okay, but he played for a team called, I mean, is it listed as
Laserside?
So it's kind of a
I wonder if there was like a point where those two teams like joined forces.
It could be. They're all friends
franchise.
After all. They love to go for Haidilao hot pots after games.
Pure PH ba lineup ng Team Secret? Hindi, boss.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of experience there to be had.
Yes, AP Brent.
Experience, you know, trickles in. There are so many factors when it comes
Blink
to
twice if you need help.
Just don't know how the executes were looking. We've seen like
a
couple of rounds, not 3-0. It's very early. There's not much to really analyze, but yeah, a lot of early garage plays, and just not able to go in with too much yet. And I'm not sure what the issue is either.
Last,
so we did
last.
see like the client being reset.
When was
I think
that?
more so on the Team Secret
Last
side.
Yeah,
May or
getting
April,
back in.
we went to
It'll get
Vietnam.
sorted. It'll get
Yeah.
sorted.
And it's nice.
Just sit back, relax, and
Vietnam
think
is such a really nice place.
about golden years. Asian F. Yeah.
Everything is
Are we
affordable.
living through the golden
The
years?
coffee is
I
strong.
say so.
One of the best.
I
things
love
in the
it.
world.
Yeah. Very consistent.
You went there for the
Well,
VCT
except
Pacific
for
Stage 1
Vic
finals.
knows all about it.
And we're gonna see each
Oh,
other
should we
again
go
sa
check?
VCT
But I
Pacific
believe
Stage 2 finals
There
in
was
Korea.
an infographic I saw
Wow!
online where PaperX had the highest.
Utang na loob, start
like,
nyo na.
total
Dapat kanina pa
highest
tapos to.
years. Even a little bit more so than Fnatic.
Makes sense to me.
Golden years. And it all comes to an end. Pacific Stage 2.
Yeah, well, we're back in.
Yun,
Sorted.
game.
3-0. Varel off to a good lead and probably will be compounding upon that.
Just like
Getting
I just
themselves a
witnessed.
fourth here.
Foxy9 is 7-0. All right, let's keep going.
Grabe,
Now
nasa
an
0
execute
tayo
over onto the
agad.
A side, but it's just pistols.
Pero ito kasi, I mean,
Pretty worrisome, but we'll see what
si
they can hook up.
yung mga ibang, yung coach dito is from
And
Motive
damage would be nice.
Esports.
Build up to alt points.
Motive
Start off
sila.
with Big Flash.
Kinas din
And
namin tong
early
Motive
A-Ram's
dati.
control as well.
Ng ilang
Zeus.
beses eh.
Wow, diving straight through out from heaven. An insert with Nats as well, keeping perched up top on Rafters, but quick contact being swiftly received, but damage dealt back
3v3,
too.
3v3 tol. Meron kayo libreng mga bandal. Kunin nyo yan.
You can heal? I'm healing you first, then I'm planting, okay? I have one flash, boys.
Can I honor CT soon?
You're aiming nuts, okay?
Yeah. Just watching minutes. Yeah.
Heaven.
I honor. Whatever, one CT.
Pakinggan natin yung mga callouts nila.
Hey, we can ready timing pick heaven, okay? Wait. Not yet.
Kalma lang.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Mark.
Okay, you go fight CT with him. I'm gonna hold heaven. Yeah.
Here comes the
Nice!
attempt from Varel. So far, so good. Foxy9 again.
Sige
is
lang,
the one
Nats.
that is
Sige lang,
making
Nats.
that impact,
Okay lang.
To help out.
Tsaka sheriff lang
Varel
siya.
to go to 4, but
At least,
in saying that,
At
not
least.
a bad effort from Team Secret considering what
Good
they
eco.
came in with. And I
Good
also got
eco yun,
some
Tol.
very
Good
important
eco.
indications that indeed
It's
Sirens
okay.
did play
It's
on a
okay.
roster with Smash as well. So
babawi tayo.
ball knowing.
Ito na yun.
Okay.
Shout out Caldwell.
Sana. Sana ito.
But yeah,
Sana ito na yun.
what we're seeing right now at least hasn't been too great. Lovely to still see the communications flowing through for the team, though. At least they tried to get ahead of the eventual
Ito na yun,
heaven
Tol.
peak with that outlaw in Foxy9's hands, but nothing doing. They're just gonna have to keep trying forward. Otherwise, Varel pretty much able to react to everything that gets thrown at them, which is very impressive as well. Mid now being tested.
Well, that'll be a big test for Foxy9 that he doesn't know the answers to, but he did get a lot of damage, and Zuna's there!
Utang na
To do
loob!
the janitorial
Huwag niyo sabihin
duty,
mag-5-0
clean up
tayo!
in the middle. Again, Varel. Just kind of decimating Team
Nice
Secret,
one,
but
nice
that's a
one.
good
Okay lang,
kill.
2v3.
Yes, he's gonna be
Kelly,
chased down by
okay
Cinder.
lang yan.
They've got no idea
Sige, Styro,
where
naniniwala ko,
Star is
Styro.
coming from, so he
Nice,
gets a freebie.
1v2, Seekers out.
He's gonna
Heaven
pop the
1.
Seekers as well. He's really going to invest into this round and see if he can try and clutch this out. Forcing the
Okay,
plant
swing, okay,
early.
swing. Okay, nice. Oh shit, 1v3.
Ult for an ult.
Sige lang, Tol. Patience.
Pretty tough to win out from this point. At least it's planted for him inside of Garage, so he can try to make a play for it.
No way.
Nice one!
No
Okay,
way,
1v2,
another kill
1v2.
for
May
free.
flash ka, dalawa flash mo, Tol.
Out of the picture.
Dalawa flash mo. Foxy9 lang yan. Hindi siya kita. Kumanan ka ng konti, hindi siya kita.
Fine, a bit concerned about that garage position. LP is going to heal him up. Needs to swing. The blind is through. This is a messy round, but Varel get through it. I feel like they gave him a little bit too
Alam
much
nyo,
room to work with there, though.
Yeah, there was
It's
a bit.
okay.
Especially trying to go for that dual Foxy9.
It's
But you
okay.
can see, that's all the micro details. As soon as
Kaya.
LP spots out that flash, he immediately
Hello nga
just
po
turns
pala kay
away
Brandon.
from
Hi,
it.
babe.
Siren even recognizes that fact. And
Winnable to.
from that point, knew that he had to go for the duel. But unfortunately,
Okay,
did not have
Ninam.
the shot. So good effort. The Seekers invested as well. A little bit costly, but at the same time, it's still that question of how much have they rehearsed
First
everything. That
game
hit towards
jitters.
middle, where Zuna
Alright?
picked up the
First
1v3.
game jitters, okay?
It just wasn't a
They
tight
have a
play.
new coach. They have
Fast
like what,
crash
2
around
new
the corner and
players.
The fast lane in there as
It's
well.
okay.
Team Secret, they're pulling out all the stops. Zeus
Nice. Nice one, Zeus.
It's a
Zeus!
start to the round here for Team Secret than some of the previous.
Oh, Vero's close to ultimates as well, though. 1 kill for Zexy, 1 kill for Zuna. That is going to be hell for Team Secret.
I wonder if they have the option to
get that
Kaya matakot si Judge. Kaya matakot dyan. Kaya matakot dyan.
here onto the B
Hindi
side.
nakakatakot yan.
Mala's out. Zeus's position noted, dealt with by Zexy, who if he wanted could rip the showstopper and will do so. Pops it in for the 3K onto Nats.
Nice
and
try.
now this round is really on.
Ay, naku po! Let's go, Kelly S!
And it's
Let's
just
go,
Kelly S left
Kelly!
alive now. That spike is
Kelly!
tipped. Zuna needs to win this
Tol!
duel. Zexy is not in
Diretso
position
mo
to
konti,
really
Kelly!
make different swings coming through. Shots there as well. The half secured is their time. I think there might be. And Varel.
It's okay.
6. Another clutch goes their way. Team Secret, they just feel like they're still so close and yet
Alam mo
so
to,
far.
Nani.
And maybe Team Secret have got that curse that Varel had last season.
Naniniwala tayo sa mga Pinoy.
Superstition. I see mistakes being had. It's down to these swings. Look at how they're going for them one by one. The trades, unfortunately, not quite there enough.
Sharing is
And
the
that
lang mga.
showstopper really puts it down in the dirt. Even down to this, where Kelly has had a very slight sliver of opportunity, but missed the crosshair placement, and he knows it as well. That
Yeah, dude, this is not okay, dude.
Another timeout.
This is definitely not okay.
Surely
Okay,
not
they
a
used their
tactical. Nope, it's a tech
Ooh.
pause
again tech pause. Really?
What's going on?
You know what? You know.
Either way,
If you're having
it
tech
is
pauses like this,
an opportunity to try to mentally
Like-
reset for Team Secret. They won't be able to talk.
ano
won't
to,
be able
men?
to figure out their strats.
Talagang
But at least they can sit there
masisira
and
yung
try and
momentum.
relax.
Actually, it looks like it's on Farrell
Yeah,
side
yeah.
this time around.
Yeah, I mean, I was wondering if maybe it's going to be the issue again on Team Secret side, but dare I say it's good to see that it's on Varel's side. Take the silver lining.
Oh, one
PS
PC
Bill.
gets fixed, another
Edi sinigaw-sigawan ko lang.
It's unfortunate, but
Edi-
they will
edi
quickly
sinigaw-sigawan ko lang
They
mga
already have an admin on the issue. Either way, though, taking a look at that previous round as well, Zuna
So,
got
sino yung
one
mga
kill
problema?
fix. That means an outlaw coming up online for
TS
not an outlaw,
ata.
a nightfall coming up online for this upcoming round. Varel could have a strong retake
Yan ba
possibility.
may problema?
They had a hit
Verel.
as well, I think, if I
Oh
remember
yes,
correctly.
Foxy9 was sitting on it.
So there's a bit to play with for Varel in this upcoming round. I mean, you could honestly maybe just dump the pit in mid. Have that solo held.
Kita saan tayo sa Korea
I
tol?
don't remember who that was.
Ano bang masarap gawin sa Busan?
I think so. But he's holding
Busan,
the
South
inhaler
Korea.
because
Ano bang masarap gawin dito?
that's the Ascension. They played against each other back then.
Balita ako, goods daw yung mga
Stein
trend
must have
dito
faced
eh.
off against SLT back then as well, and he was undisguised playing against them.
Medyo malapit sa
It's
beach.
Everything is fine.
appropriate. Yeah,
Everything is fine.
that's how.
Ito
we're all
kasi,
feeling. At
gusto
least we
kong
know that
manalo ang
this
Team
is the game.
Secret. Gusto kong mag-playoff sila. Gusto kong pumunta sila dun sa sa VCT Pacific
Really not seeing
Final
too much
Stage
from
2.
Team Secret
Kasi
yet.
pupunta
Round
ako.
after round, they've tried to go
Please.
for AC hits. We just witnessed a very quick one to B side where it was almost possible. They got the spike down. They got an opening kill. But down to the post plant holds. Not quite able to fend off incoming assailants from spawn. Heaven, they felt the pressure because Foxy9 was just dumping Judge shells out from Heaven to try and clear out Hell. Made use of his opponent's smoke against them. There's always going to be a slight issue or slight teething issues, but you want to at least, I don't know, like, you're on attack. And on attack, you're supposed to have, like, well thought out executes, especially on a map like this. Split can be defender sided. You go down, like, I don't know, 3-9. This is, not going to be a good feeling.
It is Varel's map pick, though, isn't it?
It is.
So, you get the benefit of the doubt until you get to play your map.
Yeah, but you just want to see something good, though, I haven't really seen that yet from Team Secret. We have our fingers crossed.
We've seen a couple of close rounds, though. Look, the score could be 2 or 3 rounds, actually, to Team Secret at this point. That's how
Habol ako zombie.
been, but
it isn't.
Okay, game.
4 ultis online for Team Secret, nearly 5. Varel have got a bit to play with as well.
They have the Viper Spit, Overdrive, Seekers, everything. They have to win this. Convergence Path, pulling in, Flash as well onto Heaven. They have Heaven control. They have full B-side control. Itong Viper Spit sa A, mawawala lang din to. And this will give Kelly S that information na malayo na nga yun. At yun na nga, malayo na isa. Zeus, with the advance, they really need to have this control. Don't let them go inside the site. Kaya sila nangunguna nga ngayon. All they have to do is kill them. Win the shots. Win the duels. Okay lang yan. Hindi nakita si Omin doon. Utang na loob. May latak. Nice one. Ang lalim ni Kelly S. This is 3v3. Sees tumama. Styron with the kill. Lamang na tayo mga tol. Lamang na tayo. Nice one. 2v1. Vaccinain lang yan tol. Nice one.
Styron locks in the first round for Team Secret. It has been a long time coming.
Much swifter. And perhaps a little bit of calling coming into the mix as well. Sensing that, yeah, this is a pacey hit. There's no contact on
Alam niyo ba kung paano manalo si Alex Ayala? Alam niyo ba kung paano siya kung paano siya
So Team Secret off of that knowledge
ganito siya
pushes that
si Alex Ayala ganito siya
They take down Zexy. And it does delay that Nightfall. Enough
Ganun
for
siya manalo
to find bits of space around the pillar, works around the spike. And
1 point. Masaya na sila. They have 1 point already here in VCT Pacific. Finally. Utang na loob. Let's go. Tuloy natin to, tol. Tuloy natin to. Let's keep up the momentum. We have this.
Overinvest in that round.
We got this.
A little bit to play with here. Oh my goodness. But it's a hefty defense over towards A.
Sage. It's an obstacle. Forces Team Secret up Heaven instead. Clear some rafters.
They'll be aware of that. Zuna looks for the double and can't quite convert upon that. Oh, and again, Foxy9 into a bit of a brawl. Gets helped out by LP this time around. Heal onto LP to try to take this next
Nice one, nice angle. Out ka lang. Anti-flash.
Swing off the back of it, so
nice one. Sige. Nice one.
Couple of moments in there where Varel actually could have pushed the issue and potentially swung that back in their favor, but they don't.
Parang naging fit na ako. Yeah, dude. I'm losing. Wait.
Unbelievable. Again, just the slight wall, but they managed to chip that down.
Alam ba lang kasi kayo?
In with the Seekers and just
nanalo na ng 6 rounds.
Able to mark every position that Varel does try to assault.
Bigay na natin yun sa kanila kasi kailangan nila yun.
Out towards screens, taking down individual one.
Time out agad. Time out agad yung Genji. Isipin mo this is weird to be honest. You know why? Because
you would hope that this continues forward.
Genji tuloy Varel
some of these rounds have
kasi
relatively
Varel wins like 6 rounds in a row. In order for you to get the timeout, it should be like 3 or 4 para mas sulit. 3 or 4 wins consecutive na ginawa ng kalaban mo. You need to get the timeout. But after 2,
you could definitely put
that
it together here.
Super early.
Especially with a res, right? Like maybe you find the opening pick and then 1-for-1s until we're down to like a 2-on-2. You get the res through 3-on-2. You could definitely put
like
something
extremely
together
early.
Absolutely. There's an avenue into this round for sure for Varel. But not going to be super easy. Cinder debating whether or not he wants to go for the judge. Ends up on a Sheriff instead.
Again then though, what we've seen so far from Team Secret has just been
shoutouts nga pala kay Gabgo.
Full on executes, very
Gabriel go Gabgo. Yun ang sinabi ko malinis. Gab
First time in a while that they're going to slow things down.
Spawn calling, the mid-rounding.
Shoutout.
Too outrageous from Team Secret.
Whoa.
That's what I'm talking about. Opening pick.
Tatay ni Wits.
Now it's just a case of trying to trade 1-for-1 at worst, and they've gone better than that. Both of the rifles having an impact here for Varel. Kelly S going to try to get back onto the line, but not able to find that exchange.
I feel like I'm watching Ascension again. Billy knows what's up. Back over onto ramps. No
because apparently it is
Varel
Ascension.
Are just so activated.
Mga players Ascension to eh.
Going to go again. Sylvan should get one.
Nice one. Nice one.
Not too bad.
Pacific champion, by the way. Ito na Kelly S.
Swings on that.
Let's go, Kelly S.
But of course, he won. So
lahat ng mga Bisaya, itaas natin ang kamay natin para kay Kelly.
He was stuck over on the left side either way, though. So
Lahat ng mga Bisaya at Tagalog, ilan sa atin ng mga kamay natin para kay Kelly S.
No chance.
No.
Next round, para sa next round, tol. Para sa next round. Okay lang yan. 7-2.
Absolute belter. 7-2, and that is Team Secret back to square one again. Yeah. Money's kind of neither here nor there.
This is just finding much more freedom on this team, Foxy9, I think.
Yeah.
Calls for the swings, perhaps, goes for it with the team.
Hey, I mean, if you're playing like this, you definitely
have
to be calling your own
The thing
plays.
is,
that was always the issue.
They really have to, like, lag-lag ang mga matalo dito. Hindi pa tol, ano to, group stage to.
Some of the other IGLs.
First step, you really have to win your
committed play. TP
duel
forward,
first.
Not going to be converted in the end, but Zexy is
OMG,
converted
that is tight.
on all the frags. He needs a 3K.
Zexy.
I gotta be honest, it kind of feels like Farrell is mechanics diffing Team Secret a little bit in some of these rounds as well.
They really have to, like,
them in the head.
win their duels first.
Sometimes that's all it comes down to.
Can't lie. But it's also like preparedness for the hits. I mean, look at the map. There's a Sage wall outside of Garage, so they already knew where this hit was coming. Wall wasn't getting chipped down.
Right.
Zexy just goes in for it, and one by one, like, they read what the executes have been. It's always someone aggressive up onto ramp, and as soon as that
or might as well
taken,
save. You have to move out.
Save.
You have the smoke.
And if you try to go
save
for
na
that,
lang to.
LP.
Okay yan.
This is devastating for Team Secret. Not the way you would have wanted your debut game to go.
It is devastating.
Just
yeah.
one foot in front of the other.
Yep.
Varel's like, I've been there.
100%. Varel's thinking, this could be our first win. They didn't win a single game in kickoff.
No.
They didn't win a single game in
Stage
stage
one.
one. So, you're up 7-2, first map. Got to be feeling like, maybe today's the day. Maybe today's the day.
You gotta pay your dues.
You can't win them all.
No.
Sometimes you can't win any. But maybe.
Oh, so then you have to move away. You have to move away. You have to keep that
Farrell on their
Vandal.
way to it, 8-2.
Might as well next
Their
round.
map pick, like you said. This is incredible. Heart goes out to Sylvan, though, who was trying his darndest. Look at this little instance.
It's okay.
Zexy just kicks things off, instantly reads the execute. Oh, you just skipped over Sylvan's little highlight.
Wait lang, ingay ng aso ko. Ilalabas ko
Man's
lang.
been trying. Has been eager to go back to that sort of international stage or have big performances in games. Back over in stage one, he had insane rounds, all by his lonesome, saving Team Secret at times even. Said so in interviews that he's kind of envious, knows that he can have that quality, that caliber, and he's hungry to prove it. But right now, at least, this is going to be then both timeouts spent. Coach spin over in this first half, much needed.
He's got to find a way to spin this half back on its head, doesn't he?
Ooh.
I mean, you're potentially staring down the barrel of a 10-2. A 10-2 is unrecoverable, in my mind. 8-4?
Maybe.
Maybe?
9-3.
At least 8-4, yes. At least 8-4. Hello, Jing.
So we've seen things happen. But yeah,
At
right
least
now,
8-4.
on their attacking half, we're just not seeing much.
Well, apparently this is map that the shows anyway. Itong Varel. So.
Realty's available here again for Varel. Tough road forward for Team Secret. Got the hero rifle on Zeus.
Find the weak point and break it.
Understandable.
Okay. Split approach from Team Secret.
Wow, that is bold. Maybe a little unnecessary from Zexy, considering the buy here from Team Secret. You're not going to get any value out of that showstopper.
And look
they've
at
walked
this.
into B.
Yeah.
And they've walked into A. This is a really weird round.
It feels weird, but it all comes down to that one solo dash. Round after round with that much hyper-aggression, Varel kind of falls for
they
the
have
bait.
the Viper spit anyway.
So now you have to
they
spike
have to
down
wrap
with
around
Viper
these
spit
opponents
and
one by
positioning
one.
from Zeus.
And
nice
every
pick off.
possibility here that
Move
Zexy
away.
gets caught as well.
Heaven.
Styron. Oh, his timing was almost
okay.
perfect. The headshot came through. In the end, it looks like Varel.
Kelly S, nasa iyo lang lahat, tol.
Pit
Kelly S, ha?
has to work around, but he's alone.
Wala na, mahirap yun, mahirap yun.
Gets the better of him. So
9-2.
Crisis averted.
9-2, ladies and
there,
gentlemen.
in the end, Varel are going to go to 9.
Legit. This again, I have to say, it feels like it's Ascension all over again. They had the the setups. Team Secret had the site.
At this point,
some of these swings,
I'm not gonna tell you guys that it's okay.
Just Vero
it's sad.
They're like, we're up against Team Secret. This is not like, we're not playing against T1 or whatever. Not to put anyone else down, but it gives them that little confidence boost. They feel like it's possible to take this win. Look at the smiles on their faces.
They're believing.
They're believing. I mean, Val didn't win any.
A little bit of belief goes a long way.
Nung naglalaro sila. This might be their first, if ever.
Oh, the pit.
If and only if talaman nanalo nga sila sa mga Pinoy, syempre.
Tough to handle.
Hello nga pala, Visions of Nico.
Playing outside of the pit though, so he's
good pick off.
Cleaned up. Has to try and fight his way back in. Lost Cinder, and Foxy9
Don't
could be on for
dare.
another one as well. Trades out for the rifle. Zexy in the meanwhile still locking down that B site, so it's going perfectly for Varel.
OMG. Oh, this is so painful.
Not going to be checked, and clean as a whistle.
210, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
Wowee.
Switching sides.
Maybe Pilsky was right after all.
210, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, look at this. This is insane. I mean, the dive through, sure, but for Foxy9 to play in and out of the pit this way, they thought it was clear. They thought, like, it must be somewhere else. Let's just go. But he dips back in from behind. Judge play as well. That's just
they have 2
big
minutes.
Sweep up for Varel. Like you called it,
para pag-usapan to. 50 seconds plus yung dulo. Yung next
If you
pre-round.
don't get the pistol,
let's go.
I think this is done.
Even then, it kind of feels like Foxy9 is just going to find a round somewhere and win the game for you.
Straight up. You know what? On the attacking side,
gusto kong manalo hindi. Gusto ko silang
so much.
makita sa Korean na naglalaro. Yun lang yun.
410 ACS.
Because apparently, sa lahat ng VCT events na pinuntahan ko, I've been to like
these players are fired up for sure. I can only imagine what it feels like on the other side of the
sa
stage.
Japan, naglaro ang paper next. Saan pinanood ko?
I don't know. Sometimes as a competitor,
I've been to
need to put those emotions out of
Masters Bangkok. Masters, ano yun?
Oh dear.
It's like the one.
T1 naglaro ng T1. T1 din nanalo dun eh.
Just be the one Team Secret sign that I
Next.
see.
There was a Team Secret group
sa,
on the other side
ano,
as well, when we saw at the start.
Sa Pacific din, sa Pacific. Sa, nung kailan lang, sa Vietnam. Paper sa panalo. Sana sa last sa last VCT Pacific season nila ngayon.
We'll see what Team
Sana
Secret
makatagos sila.
have or not on the defense.
Well, Varel has a 100% win rate on pistols this season, so I think it's impossible to win for Team Secret.
I can't with you. Smokes.
Team Secret get the info as to where Varel is. How much good is that going to do them when they get shot in the head by Zunat? Helias is going to go down as well. What did I say? Varel have a 100% pistol win rate. 3 on 5. Not going to be an easy recovery here for Team Secret, especially given they're stuck behind that sage wall, and LP's going to get the early warning system that there are a couple of enemies headed in his direction. Wants to take that fight. He was solo. The rest of the team ready down on the site itself, so Team Secret still have more avenues, and that snakebite should slow things down even further. The delaying util is so nice here from Varel.
Listen to that spike tick.
Oh, there's one more for Foxy9, but Sylvan and Zeus do chime back on in. Time's going to be a factor, but Zeus doesn't care.
Kidding me right now?
Actually gets it. Oh
Bumawi.
my goodness.
Oh, yes.
How can you miss it? That was a hell of a retake.
What? That's why Zeus is so hyped up, I guess.
Hell yeah. I mean, just to slide in, of course, with the players on site, he might have been able to work around that, but we really have to consider the positioning. Like you mentioned it, yeah, they got shot, they had the information, but they weren't able to fight back. And ultimately, if you think about it, LP was kind of a part of that early warning system as well. They had info off of his death, but it's this kill right here in the end.
Yeah, that's pretty nutty.
Not even thinking about it, it's in a flow state. Great way to start out the second half. We'll see if there's more to come.
Well, push in here from Zexy, already taking quite a bit of space. timing will be a factor, or if Zeus misses a shot or two. Looks like Team Secret are pretty aware of the fact that Varel have taken mid, though. They're going to respect that.
Just can't make any. You cannot afford any mistakes of peeking too far out. Just marking all these potential exits.
It's a much better line for Zeus to be playing, though. Just a little bit of a longer line, a bit safer. You can duck away.
Yeah, but I think Varel are also already kind of happy. Maybe baiting out some pieces of utility, getting this much space
after that 4K,
talagang for them to corral back over onto the A site. This is what they've always wanted.
Yeah, I don't mind the fact that they're gonna drop sexy
tapos
off
full
here.
armor. Damn.
Especially since he has a shorty, yeah. Nats has to land his shots.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's a question of whether or not Varel actually get an entry in onto this A site. That will be where this round really opens up. They could have double swung that. LP goes down early in the end, and Nats, in fact, gets more than just the one. So, doesn't look like there'll be too many issues on converting the pistol for Team Secret here. Zexy's position becomes fairly irrelevant now.
Yeah, no time.
10 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
It's just nothing you can do there with a shorty. So 10-4. Team Secret putting the first couple of rounds on the board. It keeps this map alive.
I like it. They get the bonus as well, then we'll have a bigger discussion. But for now, just still keeping our expectations tempered. Still double digits for Varel, who have done incredibly well in that first half. But for this one, at least, it's lovely to see rookie Nats, who's been over on like RQ Academy, played with Boom at Ascension last year, facing against SLT Songnam in that final. Definitely shown that he does have what it takes, especially with those martial flicks and shots. So just a bit. Again, a bit goes a long way. It's a morale boost either way, but we're back in with another tech pause. They're holding up the inhalers. What a callback.
Tournament to, pre. Liga lang.
You jam to, isn't it, Quack?
Hell no.
Liga, boss. Liga lang to, boss.
No, I like the walkout music. The new walkout music.
Yeah,
I don't mess with that.
K-pop type
Well,
style
410
stuff.
at least.
Yeah. Strobe lights, and then the players walk out.
Gear issue again?
I feel
Really?
like this is like where you're like walking into a club, but you're not in the club yet.
Yeah, you can hear it thumping from the outside. Oh, you got that experience, huh? Don't you?
Not really.
I can't. I get social anxiety. Oh boy. Either way, everyone just willing for every tech issue to get sorted out real quick.
They have been getting sorted out quicker as the night has gone on.
No, that's true. What's the statistics on that? We had 100% win rate on Varel's pistol so far.
Well, that was wrong. That statistic was wrong. Because they then went on to lose that round. So how can they have a 100% win rate if they've gone to lose the next round?
It's 50% now, which is still a pretty big number if you consider.
What's the point if it doesn't predict the future? Stats don't lie, I've been told.
Yeah.
It said 100% and then they didn't win. So
you were lied to. I'm sorry.
I was lied to.
How does that?
Bawi.
Can't feel too good.
It's not a good feeling.
You want to talk about it?
Nah.
Ito pala si Nuts eh.
Nah, that's fine.
Uy, Nuts, boss!
Just go for a run.
Shove the emotions down. Okay.
Uy, Nuts!
Yeah. Apparently this is getting too real. They've told us
Mamaya ka na
we can't talk
mag-chat,
about this. We have to
boss.
go to a break.
Maglaro ka muna.
It's getting too real, Quack. We'll take a short break here, guys, while this tech issue's getting sorted, and we'll be back hopefully ASAP.
Okay, 10 minutes. What? 10 minutes? Matagal-tagal to! Anong nangyari? Nuts, mamaya ka na mag-ano, tol. Mamaya ka na mag-chat. Focus ka muna sa game, pre.
So fly, all eyes on me. Stepping out, lights flash and glow. Everyone staring hard, you know. Strike a pose when we hit the scene. Brush it off, flip the hair, cause we all the queens. I'm on that new level. Look at me now. I'm on that
Hindi ko na mag-shoutcast siya, Bill. Eh, ikaw na lang kaya maglaro, boss. Kesa mag-chat-chat ka dito, maglaro ka doon.
Look at me now. On the crown. Take charge, baby. On the crown. This is royalty. On the crown. Rule the world, baby. On the crown. Take the throne. I'm on that new level. Look at me now. I'm on that new level. Look at me now. I'm on that new level. Look at me now. I'm on that new level. Look at me now. A touch of magic, girl. Baby, look at you. Got that classic glow. Still I'm making new. Let everybody know when I step in the room. Mirror, mirror, tell me I'm the dream come true. Yeah, I'm a dream come true. Mirror, mirror, tell me, girl, you looking good. Girl, you looking good. I'm like, I know.
Uy! Tagal! Six minutes! Ba't di ako nag-shoutcast? Andito ako, boss. Nasa page ako ng TS, kaya idein.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Anong nangyari? Tagal. Ano magandang gawin niyo yung chat?
Push, push, push.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Huwag kang ganun, tol. Ako ay ano. Alam ko ancient ako eh. Ancient ako sa Dota, tol. Oo, tama, ancient nga ako. Kahit pa paano, 4K din naman na MMR ko, no? Hindi lang halata. Pero 4K Marco.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Boss, ako coach ng TS. Boss, ko ako coach ng TS. Dapat wala ako sa Pilipinas, boss.
This is VCT Pacific 2026. Earn everything.
Tatlong minuto.
Welcome back on in. It is VCT Pacific Stage 2, and we are back. Had a little bit of a break.
We're back.
Quack's awake.
Oh.
He's been ready. He's been raring to go.
Yep.
To be fair, you did sleep for like 24 hours upon arrival in Korea, so you should be well awake and ready.
I am.
Game.
Now, just to recap everyone, we're in the second half. Team Secret did win the pistol. They converted on that pistol. And this is the chance to build a comeback, but 10-4 is a pretty mighty deficit.
We go.
Absolutely is, especially with the guns coming forward into the next one. Starting with a Marshall, but his opponents have all light shields. And Voxy9 is indeed on that lurk.
And he's someone that I think you can probably rely upon, given the circumstances, although that break may have cooled him down somewhat. We'll see. Orbs go up in middle.
Hasn't been seen by that flash for now, so he's
Medyo
still
safe play rin dito ang
pretty pesky
Varel
as far
sa
as
totoo
Team
lang.
Secret are
They're
considered.
not
They're
being
A lot of space
this
taken by
aggressive
Voxy9, now does get spotted.
compared sa ginagawa nga ng TS kanina. Well, at the end of the day,
And
they have
might
one
been
pseudo
intentional as well.
sentinel
As soon as Team Secret see
and one
that
sentinel.
one player, they think it's just one. They go back towards middle. Nope. Lo and behold, the entire Varel team thinking to go back
Pero
in
dito naman sa
from
TS, they have really aggressive setup.
Yeah.
Styron, what's the read?
Back in a flash.
Sands wants to clear it. Oh, he could have very nearly jumped into his death right there, but
Kamunti ka na
of course,
sinats dun, men.
refracting back
Buti
to
may,
safety.
buti may invulnerability dun sa ano.
Quite the win that Varel wanted to be, though, or rather that Team Secret wanted to be, though, because Varel have been given the site. That flash will push Cinder away. This is actually not a bad post plant, though, for Varel.
Well, they're gonna push. They're gonna take him down.
Cinder, if he can get at least a 1-for-1, he can slow things down. That's not too bad. Boombot will be dealt with.
Yeah, stage na to.
But time starting to tick away for Team Secret, and now the bodies are starting to hit the floor. Voxy9 does not miss another double in another round, and Varel on the precipice of pushing this to 11.
Oh yeah, there's definitely nothing wrong with Voxy9 in this situation. My goodness, again, a neat little attempt from Team Secret, especially after the tech pause. Tried to come in with a slight push. Nats being dumped in for info gathering with that light speed play. But yeah, ultimately just trying to break through of this toxic screen. They didn't have any more utility, so they ultimately just kind of walked into their deaths. It's painful, but it is what it is. And 11-4 will be the score as well. Maybe Team Secret's last chance now at standing up in this map.
Toxin screen down.
Varel in a very good position right now. Need to close things out nice and clean here. 13-4 as they get back underway in round number 16. We can have a listen in with Varel.
끝나고 얘들아 통싸움 위주로 하자. 메이스 한 번 더 걸어줘.
확인. 나한테 할게.
에이 나 따라 나온 거 조심. 타이밍 나중에 한 명 봐줘.
확인하게. 썼어.
스모크.
벤츠 하나. 야 벤트 벽 치고 위투비 갈 생각도 하면 좋을
괜찮아.
오케이. 미드 앞에 스톱 애다.
야얘 나와 있었어 얘들아.
프라울러 깎게 프라울러.
연막
꺼지고 하자.
15초.
꺼지고. 벤츠 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 가다. 프라울러 하나 더. 프라울러 하나 더.
자 블라 석가래 맞춰줄게 얘들아.
계단에 누나 할게. 이건 석가래. 나삥.
That is a beautiful
Well,
flash.
here comes Varel in the direction of the
Timing
B
on that
side.
flash.
Paranoia is going to
Nice
run
paranoia.
through the majority of their team, but it doesn't seem to have slowed them down that fast.
Nice.
However, causing a
Nice,
few more
nice.
issues.
Nice.
So to Sylvan and Zeus, the frags are back on in.
What?
Zeki might be on for one of the rounds of all time right here. He's got that spike. He's got no idea though where Nats is coming from. Will he plant safe? Doesn't look like he's going to
nice.
have too many problems. That Boombot clearing out behind him. But he's not
no,
aware
he's
of
not
the garage
expecting
position.
this!
And, oh,
Nice
a
one,
couple
Nats.
of nervous shots from Nats, but gets the job done.
Yeah, for sure. You can see he's kind of nervously smiling it off as well, but at least does keep the team afloat for now. They'll be able to afford a bit more with that moving forward. Maybe some half buys coming on to the next one as well, considering that they were kind of broke after spending everything that they had for this one round. But look at the way they actually managed to hold that space, though. All the slight little approaches that Varel had, and you can hear as well that Foxy9 is being rather vocal, although LP would be the designated IGL. It's that little odd sort of triple stack hold outside of garage, right? They love to leave a slight like Omen insert outside of garage, and Team Secret have kind of gotten wise to that now. So being able to hold out that round was pretty neat, but they have to do that even more now.
It's going to be another quicker round out here from Varel by the looks of things. That Dark Cover does go forward, and Sylvan, he is fighting for his life, can't survive. Rotation does come through.
Good
though.
defense,
Kelly
good
Styron
defense.
on the site to try to cause a bit of a ruckus. Sylvan is doing all
Nice.
the work that needs to be done. It's Styron in the
First
end
game jitters. It's
that finishes
okay.
it off.
Sana mawalan Wi-Fi. Hindi naman Wi-Fi yung dia.
Although there were
Hindi
some
naman
little
sila
shots,
naka
right?
wireless.
Sylvan being able to withstand that initial contact. The smokes coming up in just the right timing as well.
Bit of an ulti-farm round that one though for Varel. Look at
Lumalaban
what
pa,
they've got
boss.
online.
More online, just noticed.
Oh, yes.
Can still put map point on the board.
Kamuntikan pa.
But either way, you can start to see how quickly Team Secret can react to whatever pushes get thrown at them.
Free player and the
It's
centerpiece.
tough though, especially with the next few rounds coming up if Vero decides to continue to pick up the pace. A bit more sure-footed on this one. Looking for a launching pad perhaps off that showstopper.
Zeus has got that off now though. That is the weapon that he is known for. Let's see what kind of tricks he can pull out of his bag. Comes the showstopper. Well, I might have
Nice
cast the
one,
curse a
the
little bit there
showstopper.
because that's a missed shot from Zeus. Could have been a really
Oh.
nice punish. In the end,
Such a
though,
good
Zeus
connect.
has not really had a whole lot of success with these showstoppers either. This was an interesting mid round from Varel.
Hindi ko magano si Sylvan. All you have to do
All
is wait,
four
brother.
contact play into
Wait for the
B-side.
next smoke.
Wow, look at Zeus.
You have the smoke
Kind of
already.
beat most of the Team Secret lineup over
Oh, nice
there.
one. Di siya tinamaan.
Quite go deep enough,
Oh,
I don't know,
nahuli
but
pa
Sylvan's
siya.
cleared out anyway. Zeus will fall as well, and now the pit is blocking the retake avenues for Team Secret. This should be a 12th on the board for Varel.
Unless Styron can somehow get one through the pit, maybe has the Seekers, but otherwise feels impossible now.
It's a kill, but you're going to need a bit more than that, and Zuna is making it a sure thing
It's okay.
for Varel. 12-6.
Low HP. Match
One
point
round away
Varel.
from
Varel sa
converting
mapang
on
pinili
map
nila.
one.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate.
Really,
That
Summit?
didn't quite
Wow.
have the space to learn. As
Day
the pit,
one?
obviously, quite
Are
a
we
big
gonna go
obstacle,
there?
But Nats stepping
Hello?
in front of Styron. Wanted to get ahead and do quite a bit more as well. Or was it Styron stood ahead of it? But either way, it does kind of line up for Suna then to finish it off in this fashion. And that's just always going to be tricky. Having that quick-paced hit, having the mid-rounding to go in with contact play into B. That is this new and improved Varel, especially Foxy9 leading the charge at times.
Uh-oh.
Team Secret.
The wall is actually not a bad one, but it's not going to
Nice.
save LP. Varel, the rest of the squad, though, going to take their liberties into the A side.
All around. Boombot catching on to one as well. That's going to be a free kill then.
It's a very soft death for Kelly S.
Sobrang ano nila.
Seeker's out now for Team Secret.
Attentive.
Not sure how much value they're really going to get out of that. Most of the Varel players obviously towards the site. This is an awkward fight for Cinder, so I'd like to see the fact that he drops down there actually. Now inside of a dark cover, his timing looked good, but the shots were not quite on point. Still, Zexy is very solid.
1v2, let's go Styron.
And it's on to Styron. Team captain, in-game
Soon is
leader,
super low, man.
what you want. He needs to step up in this moment, but
nice.
time is indeed,
Open
as you
plat
say, a real
heaven.
problem for him. And Foxy9 on the other side is not going to let that round go by the wayside. It is 13 on the board for Varel. They have one map win, and now they are one more away from their first series win in VCT Pacific 2026. That includes kickoff. That includes stage 1.
Grabe,
this could
no?
be the day. Today could be the day.
Why did you have to tack that one on?
Natalo ang TS sa isang team na never pa nananalo.
It does really inspire you quite a bit, especially with how that first half went. I mean, look at how much they're doing.
It's okay.
Everyone's starting
This is
to feel
what you
more
call
like themselves, especially
reset.
Like what they had in that
Reset lang
ascension
tayo,
run.
boss.
Just
Reset
swinging,
lang, reset lang.
getting big kills, preventing Team Secret from getting the starts that they would have liked, or even then, some stronger retakes coming through. Foxy9 was a menace to Team Secret.
Indeed. Looks like we've got an interview ready to go, so we'll hand it down to Jen on the stage.
And the W is in the back for Varel. I'm here with Coach TK9 to talk about what happened on that map, and especially with Foxy9. Now, Coach, we see Foxy9, playing out of his mind, but we also noticed him talking a lot more. Is this something that you specifically asked him to do, or something that's just naturally
sa Creator Brawl?
일단 감독님 승리 축하드리고요.
Sila siya
Foxy9 선수가 정말 좋은 모습을 보여주고 있는데 또 하나 좀 눈여겨볼 만한 게 훨씬 더 콜도 많이 하고 대화도, 그리고 뭔가 말을 많이 하는 느낌이거든요. 약간은 저희한테는 익숙하지 않은 모습인 것 같은데 좀 특별히 주문하셨던 걸까요? 아니면 팀 분위기 때문에 그렇게 된 걸까요?
주문을 했다기보다는 폭신한 선수가 들어와서 좀 팀 내에서 문화를 좀 형성을 해줬고요. 대화하는 어떤 습관들을 좀 많이 해줘서 도움이 많이 됐던 것 같습니다.
훨씬 분위기가 좋더라고요. 네, 감사합니다. No, I didn't really specifically ask him to communicate more, but I think with him coming in, he kind of created this culture where we get to talk a lot and keep the energies up and the vibes up. So I think that's what really helped him and us perform well. Thank you very much, TK9, and hopefully you guys keep it up.
Great question there to TK9 from Jen. And you can see that happening on the stage with Foxy9. I'm absolutely not surprised at all that he's the one lending them this energy, that it's okay to let loose, have fun on the stage.
Content creator siya ng
This is what we wanted to see from them since Ascension, is them loosen up and play to their style a little bit more. But Foxy9, we had to give him his flowers too. He
for Pacific only.
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable in this first map. And to be honest, the whole of Varel, it felt like they could do no wrong at times. Multi-kill after multi-kill. Now, I think part of that is on Team Secret. I don't think the spacing and the trading was as tight as we would like, but Varel really took every opportunity and capitalized on it to the max here.
Yeah, this is why I thought Foxy9 was going to be a good addition, to be honest. Just knowing him as a person and observing some of the Varel players as well, I felt like he was instantly going to fit into this team, to be honest. And I think that they needed more people who have experience, but not in the way of like, you're killing my Zuma vibes, I think Foxy9 does fit in with the rest of the boys, and I think it's going to be really interesting to watch Varel play their way through the rest of this split.
Yeah, that's actually really funny, because on all the other teams, like especially DRX and Gen G, previously he was the young kid on that squad who had that
too much, bro. Like,
back
down a bit.
Exactly, he had that Zimmer energy, so he's a perfect fit for this. He's like the older Zimmer on that team. But for Secret, both of these teams have new players coming onto the roster. For Secret, their two new players are rookies to this stage, so I can see how some things aren't really coming through. We were really excited about the changes on Secret, but I can imagine this being your very first match in the middle of the season against some of the best in the world must do a number on you.
I mean, I feel feel like you could feel their nerves inside the server, the shots
Feeling
not
ko
landing, just
2-1.
small mistakes that are eating away at you as a team. But that leads to a very, very dominant map here from
Feeling ko
Farrell.
rin
You can see it
2-1.
dominated in
I have
those
a feeling
first
that we're
kills
gonna
and
go
that
to
first
Summit.
half. They just put up a run that was far too big for Team
They really
Secret
have
to
to
be
win
able to
Haven
catch back
first.
up. Zeus had a couple of moments there. You know, there was little bright sparks there from Team Secret, but it's not consistent.
Yeah, he had a big pistol clutch. He had a pretty rough start to the map. I think Nats, not the best game, a bit of a game to forget, really. And Kelly S and Sylvan, who were usually very consistent for Team Secret, actually going missing here. The stable core that I thought was being added to here for Team Secret is unfortunately not looking as rock steady as normal. On the other side of things, I mean, Foxy9 just took the game and ran with it, quite honestly. But I felt like the defensive approach for Barrel was working very well for them a lot of the time. They were just, it was pretty simple stuff, honestly. Sage Wall one side of the map, Stack the other side of the map, and Team Secret playing the double dive. You expect them to play very pacey. They didn't slow things down enough to actually break the Sage walls and work the map, which you wouldn't really expect them to when they're playing Neon Melee anyway. But when the double duelist entry is not really hitting, unfortunately, you're not really going to be coming very much success. And that's where Siren actually got himself a lot of frags because the duelist weren't entry.
Yeah, I think something definitely went wrong there. But, you know, on this map as well, shotguns were once upon a time a thing. And it looks like, is it Soul Link?
Why are you mad? You like shotguns?
I thought we nerfed this. Look at this. And then he's jumping. He's jumping around. This is how they get that momentum. But then it's Foxy9.
Yeah, he does fantastic. It's crazy because in the green room, he's like, I love Split. I'm quite pleased to see this map. I can't wait to see all the shotguns.
But I mean,
I love the accent.
I just feel like you got to go one way or the other with this, Ryan. I mean, look, I couldn't believe it when he got those kills, but he didn't slow down after that. It literally feels like every time they came towards him, he was killing 3. He just could not die. He had invincibility mode on for most of this game, to be honest. So this is exactly what we expect. Every time Foxy9 gets benched, he changes teams, he goes electric when he comes back.
Yeah, there's something about it, right?
He has a point to prove.
He needs a timeout corner, and he comes back like
Should
super strong.
we put Klaus in next game? Wait, who are they playing next? Let's sequence this. Minus him again. Let's plus him again.
Save
when
him for the big games. Let him rest.
I like it. I like the strategy there. That's why these coaches are here on the desk with me.
Always thinking.
Big brain.
Now, you pointed out Nats not performing great. What do you think of his debut on Waylay?
Look, here's the thing. I've watched Nats for quite a while, guys. This is a very talented player. I've seen him have absolutely unreal games playing for RRQ Academy. He's been playing for quite a while, even though he's quite a young player on multiple different iterations, whether those be Indonesian teams or mixed Southeast Asian teams. At the end of the day, though, he's had less than 15 games on Duelist in his career. He is not a Duelist player. He is often a very good Senti player that can play a little bit aggressive at times. You throw a rookie on attack side split with a double dive comp on the Waylay. I gotta be honest, that's one of the roughest roles to throw a rookie on in terms of a debut game in Tier 1 on the Pacific stage. And as a result, unfortunately, he's had a pretty strugglesome performance there on his Waylay debut, and I'm worried that might knock his confidence because I know that his stealing and his potential is there. I've seen this guy do unreal things. He was definitely a prospect. Best thing he ever did in Tier 1 so far, though, was make Xfero play good when they kind of put him as the 6th man in RRQ.
That is true. I mean, we saw a little bit of the cool Waylay tricks come in maybe near the end, but it was a lot too little too late. Haven being the second map, I'm really hoping we get this Summit, and I know you, Morgan, had predicted for Secret to win for today, so how are you looking
Here's the thing, I'm actually interested with this Haven pick, but before, just to butt in for a sec, they banned Haven, the old Secret, every single game last stage, and now they've picked it, so clearly Spin's had a little bit of a look at that. Does he like to be tricky with the vetoes sometimes like that and flip the map, or is this just maybe a different team and they just have a different set of maps? What do you think?
I mean, I think he'll be playing to his team's strengths here, so I feel like they wouldn't be thinking
yung
Haven
yung
unless they had
composition
been
nila.
successful them in the practice. That's the
Grabe,
copium here,
iba-iba.
is that Split was, of course, Barrel's pick, and now this is a map where we would expect Team Secret to be much stronger. I want to see them more well drilled. I need to see
Sa Korea ba si Jeremy sa
trading.
Japan?
I need to see a little bit more composure on that stage for them to be able to hang toe-to-toe with Barrel on this next map.
But something is missing here. He doesn't have an assistant coach, and I know.
Get me down there.
There is a guy here.
Secret, sign me. I'm in. Let's go.
I mean, were you the vibes guy back on Global Esports?
I try to be. I like
Yeah, I'm sure that would be really helpful for the team right now. And I'm kind of curious what Spin has to say for himself. Jen got to have a chat with Coach Spin, who is formerly from Global Esports and Motive Esports. Let's see what he had to say.
Coach Spin of Team Secret. Spin, welcome back to Pacific. It's nice to have you back here. So when you signed the dotted line and the roster was locked in, I think the big question on your mind was, where do I start? So what was on top of your to-do list?
We didn't have a lot of time, so we wanted to try and get our map pool developed as fast as possible. Styron, our GL, had a big vision for how he wanted to play the maps, so we were looking for players that could fit that vision. We found our players quite quickly, which is fortunate, but obviously still not very much time to build the map pool. So.
All right. Well, hopefully we get to see more of what you guys worked on in the past, 3 weeks or so in the next map. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
3 weeks, man. 3 weeks of preparation. Wild.
Another great question, of course. You know, it's hard not to point it out how little time Secret had to work with this. Even the roster wasn't really, locked in until the nth hour. But from what I'm hearing here is that he worked with Styron to come up with what they have so far.
Yeah, I like it when an IGL has a very clear view and a very clear vision of how they want to play the game. Moving towards Haven, it's double duelists on both sides, but there is a difference. Zeus sticking with that Neon, so it's Neon Phoenix against Jet Phoenix.
Yeah, Nats on the Cypher is going to be a much more comfortable role for him. Kelly S on the Phoenix, I mean, we've seen him make plays. He's been slotted into the chamber role. He's played Sky as a flashy nit, so maybe this is something he'll be able to thrive on. On the side of Varel, though, a very stock standard comp. You've got LP actually picking up the Phoenix. It's been a big question for me. Who on Varel plays something like a Phoenix? Because you'd have Klaus Zexy in the past, often playing, things like Jet on Zexy or Raze Neon. But now they're actually playing the meta and they're putting LP on a bit of a playmaking role.
I gotta say real fast, I wish Foxy9 was on the Killjoy. I remember him on the Killjoy map so much.
That was killer. All right, we're gonna send it back to our casters. How are you feeling about this one?
I'm feeling pretty good after that first map. My prediction, on the other hand, is not feeling so great. I'm thinking Team Secret, they got to do some work here. They got to really pick the pace up for map number 2. I still think they've got it in them. I think they've got a good core here as 5, but maybe they need a bit more time. Let's see. Varel looked fantastic on map 1. Can they maintain that momentum here in map 2?
I feel like anything's possible. This, of course, would be Team Secret's map pick, but watching how Varel has been operating thus far, back to that Ascension form, back to that Ascension confidence is what really does it for me. So I gotta say, I feel pretty good as well. Obviously a little bit nervous for Team Secret, though. They are starting on the attack. Pilly was talking about, Nats feeling a bit more comfortable, on this Cypher. But I also feel like, given their opponents in the upcoming weeks, if this is what they want to do, double duelist, you might as well start it off somewhere, So right now,
let's go Haven.
Just to push up front and towards A lobby.
Bawi.
Toying with fire.
Surely you don't want to be going toe-to-toe with Foxy9 on a line like that. Spoken into existence. Zeus out of the picture, and now Kelly stop fighting Foxy9! Stop!
Alright, they're going to fight Nats instead. Varel finding a bit of contact. We'll flush it off. They kind of know where Team Secret were, so finding an open B site to get the spike down. Not an easy retake for Team Secret. They have almost no util.
And they're also down a player. So life is going to be quite difficult indeed. Smoked out of that B site as well. And you've got this fast flank coming through from Foxy9, although he has now been spotted out. But that is even in itself still annoying for Team Secret, because they still have to wonder, is he going to keep going with that push? Someone has to be a bit wary of what's happening behind. It seems like they're going to, in the end, decide to ignore it. But standing and delivering in middle is Cinder. Varel find the pistol. So, back where we left off.
1-0. Yeah, 13 something kanina. 13-6, yes.
Death in this one. The reaction, it's just that much quicker. He was already anticipating it. And definitely shows a bit more experience, as opposed to, I guess, more rookie team.
Super wild.
More rookie players on the Team Secret team. So, it is what it is. It's definitely not a great
Are
feeling.
they
going
gonna
to
get their first win? Hopefully
next
not.
week. It's going to be KRX, T1 after that.
For Varo,
RX
though.
on the next. Oh my god. This is just painful. They're going to have to try either way. Out with the swing onto the Eldor, but look at how it's being farmed off Barrel.
Crazy. Well, I was going to say it's a nice stack for Team Secret, but then they decided to swing the angle.
It's like,
we
I
could
could
just
see
wait,
that
to be
maybe
honest.
working in, challengers, but, well, to be fair, Varel also came from challengers. Depends on the
Grabe si
team, right?
Suna,
I just
man.
haven't really seen that much from Varel to be able to all
One
swing
taps.
after a bit of contact like that.
Wild.
Well, this is where Team Secret really have to show us what they've got. Haven, their map pick. Starting on the defense, down 0-2. You need to start making some inroads, and you need to do it pretty soon. Otherwise, Varel are going to start
Any
to run away with
thoughts,
things
current
again.
DS?
Surely not. You don't lose and give your opponent
Well,
a bonus. Zeus.
They have a new staff. They have like 2 new players.
It's been spotted out.
Understandable yung ganito.
LP, awkward fight
Nice
for him.
one.
Kelly S just sort of out in no man's
Just
land,
try
floating
to
around
like
in middle.
farm
We'll
your
get
orbs, man.
the opening pick for Team Secret this time
Hello,
around.
guys.
The issue now then would be Starren left on an island.
Nice seeing
Just
you
quick,
here.
though.
Rotates come through. Foxy9's heard that though, so should be aware
Nice
even that the push has come on in, but
Nice.
still Siren and Zeus filtering through with a little bit too much firepower. It's good.
Just be
trading
aggressive,
from Zeus.
and everything will follow
We saw
through.
the analyst desk sort of highlighting that spacing and trading needing to be improved upon, and not a bad shout from them in this
Angle
round. We'll see what Zeus
isolation.
put together. He was pretty sharp on map 1.
40 seconds,
So,
mahaba pa oras pre,
count him
mahaba
out
pa oras.
here.
May recon ka pa, may shockdart ka pa, pero si Zeus, ang ganda ng angle. Pam!
So Zeus at 3K. Maybe Team Secret's back.
Could very well be. Indeed.
2021
Early
champion si
information, everyone
Vandal.
rotates off. Yeah, the spacing, it's getting tighter, so we do kind of admire that. As we move on into more rounds to come, of course, Varo should be able to continue to buy up as well, so just continue to mind it too. I mean, the trips and everything, just a bit of garage presence to start things off, instantly sends Varo on a journey off to the other side of the map, and there's that slight read as well because everyone rotates that quick. If there was no rotation, I'd be worried, but Team Secret so far so good. Start off with some shock darts. Okay.
Some dangerous sprays. Barrel looking a little bit worse for wear at the moment. Time to hear from them as they try to put this round together.
자 미드 드론 클리어 하긴 걸리고 나 미드 드론하러 감. 빰 들고 가줄래?
얘들아 A롱 아래 치고 있는 거 조심.
Ano yung pinag-uusapan nila?
Malaki.
Hindi ko rin maintindihan.
윈도 아래 클.
야 봐. 에이션 먹어놨다 얘들아.
A롱 으로 많이 갈게. 야 B 앞에까지 없어. B
Slow
스모크.
approach.
A링크 하나.
Super slow approach.
피닉스 하나 B 쪽으로 간 사운드.
나 공수 갈게 이거. 롱에서.
나 돌 봐야 돼. 나 왼쪽 봐주는 중, 왼쪽 봐주는 중.
나 공수 들어간다.
이거 블라 여기로 까줘 이렇게 형.
오케이.
나 공수 갈게 B 까고.
나 연막 치고 가자. 간다.
나 리콘 감 리콘.
Alright, Barrel set up for success over towards A. See how much success they can actually have. The entry so far looking good. Foxy9 and LP on the board, and they're
Between the
getting that space as
crew.
well. Hang on. See what Team Secret can put together here, but with just Zeus and Nats.
Oh, this could be difficult for them.
gonna
They
hold my
can, they can just actually save this,
Yeah,
to be
really
honest.
not much. Especially with the cage up just in time too. The crossfire
And
is
save.
all set up.
Might be a
Low
save.
HP's actually
2v5.
short, yeah, at this point. And it all started
Wala
with,
kang idea kung nasan yung mga kalaban mo.
just slight bits of contact. They get information.
Wala kayong
despite
pera next
Zeus
round, might
pushing
as well
down too long, which
save.
would have been information for Team Secret. The hit, and with how overwhelming it was for the Team Secret players on site, was kind of unfortunate. You know, a little smoke, a drone actually out towards B, drew out one of those smokes from Sylvan.
Yeah. It's nice to see a pretty good set play from Varel early on in the map as well. Kind of indicates to you that, you know, they know, at least to an extent, what they're doing on Haven. Have a bit of something in the strat book.
To that note, yeah, it was also kind of mentioned right in that interview with Jen. Coach
Survey
Smith
something
talked
ginaganap
about
yun in VCT Pacific.
trying to get things
It's
kicked
in
off,
Korea.
working on the map pool, but yeah, not enough time. So you try to do what you can, and I guess this would have been one of those. At least they denied the bonus, but you can definitely see
Double
how
whammy ang
strong
Korea ngayon eh. Sa
Barrel
kanila
still
tong
are.
ano.
Like, they're just walking into
Tapos
sight.
yung finals Korea ulit.
Flashes abound with LP, the IGL,
Double
to make
whammy.
it happen. Go on to
Everything
the next
will be
one
there
now.
in
Team
Korea
Secret,
now.
They were incredibly passive before, but maybe thinking to peek out this time around.
Umalis naman sila. Well, sa ano?
Bit more of an aggressive round
Pag
this time from Team Secret.
Pacific
Fury is
Finals.
Searching. So too Silver.
Umaalis sila sa Korea.
That's worked out. Team Secret, they throw a real
Nice
spanner
one.
in the works this round.
Nice
Just
one,
completely catch
3-2.
Varel off
Anyway,
guard. Some nice calculated aggression.
lahat
out
ng
from
labas
Team
na
Secret. They got
Korea,
a lot done
umalis
with the
naman
middle in
sila sa
terms of
Japan tsaka sa
the ulti
Vietnam
as
yung
well. Just the
recent.
one invested.
Yung VCT Pacific
pick up.
Stage 2 Finals,
Look at that.
it was
I
in
wanna see the
Japan
replay
last
because
year.
Kelly's had a hot hands
And
lineup from
ngayon,
Garage. And off of it,
ay,
continues
joke
to
lang.
push with Blaze.
Yung VCT
and then the
Pacific
Hunter's
Stage
Fury.
1
So it's
Finals this
multiple
year
angles,
sa Vietnam.
multiple-pronged attacks,
Pero ngayon,
where the whole team just
sa Busan,
creeps
South
on
Korea.
up. Varel, if you were Varel, you'd be like, wait, what the hell is going on?
Yep. Yeah, they were not expecting that, but Varel's going to go back to the tried and true towards the A side, it would seem. Bit of a contest there. 1-for-1 initially, which I don't think will be too disappointing really for Varel. Tends to sort of open the map up a little bit when you get that 1-for-1.
Oh, Nats.
Here's the hole. So straight into B, no problem at all. Varel.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Oh,
Nice.
Zexy looked like he was locked in for that kill, but
Nice.
Kelly gets away with
Paano
one.
hindi
And a
tumama
bit of
si
space
Zexy
here as
doon,
well.
man?
Could he find LP? Doesn't quite have the time to do so, but Styron ready for that extra kill. And this round, you'd think from here should be unwinnable for Varel, but with a Hunter's Fury in the back pocket for Zuna, maybe they can make some magic happen. And Foxy9 alive as well. There's that Hunter's Fury, which is going to, of course, slow down the defuse.
Hello?
Burns away that wall of fire that gives Foxy9 the chance to try to actually get involved in the round, but there is too much to do. And Team Secret...
Nice! Nag-3-3 dumikit din yung laban. Ang sarap makita!
Fast flood right back in. As soon as they find contact, they answer back with their own
Ang
as well.
sarap
And that's that
makita!
push and the capabilities that Team Secret will have. And to this one, I think Kelias did quite a bit. Zeus testing the water, sure, outside towards A lobby, but that kind of calls it clear that it would have been then a B hit. So off the kill, the run it back comes in. It does kind of chase, I think it was LP all around, which flushes him out into the crosshairs of Styron. So starting to see more of that team effort from Team Secret now, and it's definitely lovely. Varel a little bit broke for this upcoming round.
Cage triggered.
It's a weaker buy for Varel, so you're going to see some unorthodox plays.
Walang
Those pushes
nagawa.
not
Ang,
working out.
ito na ba, pinakaunang beses tayo magiging
just wild
lamang?
swings out in the open.
Bawas naman kahit armor lang, tol.
This deathmatch.
Nice one. Bawas naman kahit armor lang.
More comfortable again on the defense. I think Varel happy to get that round out of the way as well, to be fair.
Oh my god, we might
Bawas naman, tol.
see a summit. Maybe. Pacific first.
Ito yung mga panahon na nagigising na tayo, alam niyo yun. Ito na yun eh. Ito yung mga panahon na nagiging mayabang na tayo, tol. Ito na yun, tol.
Not seeing much else yet, but definitely Team Secret have several tricks up their sleeves for some of these rounds.
Boom, timeout. Ang sarap ng lamang, tol. Woo!
Timeout from Varel, sort of sensing the opportunity for this map to swing one way or the other. Could completely swing out now for Team Secret if they can continue this streak of rounds. But Varel can keep it pretty interesting, keep it pretty close with another good round out from here.
Ito na ang simula.
It's not impossible, that's for sure.
Ang simula. Bow.
Guns abound. Not too much for ultimates though, perhaps except for LP. Run it back could go huge. But the current issue really, I mean, you've just seen so many different strats from Team Secret. Like some rounds they push up, some rounds are outside of A lobby, some rounds they're
Hey guys, thank you for the gifts.
playing
Appreciate it.
passive and slow. It's not going to be an easy team to read.
Temporary lang yung
So you
lamang.
really have to
Alam mo
try to
talaga,
just
importante lamang ang
work around
TS,
your
yun lang
own
yun.
game plan, and I suppose that's been what's been more successful for Varel. Down A. Zeus will meet them with an operator though.
Dart does not spot anything.
Yeah. Anticipating aggression outside of middle as well. Varel not entirely sure. Team Secret A bit more passive this time around, hearing footsteps.
That's a really good no one
Team Secret want to hold on to this position.
What?
And
Move out, move out.
Survives.
Nice one. Well, at least si Nats, nakapag-sentinel na siya. Because apparently,
Still getting tagged.
ito yung talagang main niya.
Cinder has slipped past. Zeus has no idea.
Yeah, if he would walk all the way around to long, but that is a bold choice to be making in the end.
Nice, Zeus.
Now might have his reckoning coming in his direction. Cinder's got that space. Dark Cover's going to go through though and ensure that he's safe for now. Ball around the corner gets the better of nobody as Zeus finishes off the runner back. Now though, Foxy9 in the position to make the difference, and again he does. It's a double for him. Varel reaping the benefits.
Naniniwala ako sa'yo.
Will take the A side.
Hello, Leapsa to.
Mats to try to make the retake happen. Solo cannot get
Ang
anything done.
importante, lumamang tayo kanina.
Right? Secure around off the back of their attack timeout.
That is incredible. How has he done that? Foxy9 once again. The whole team is pushing and creeping up for sure. And off of Zeus on an operator, it's both actions, so you're going to take some time to reset. But it's really down to the way the team tries to fast flood back in from spawn. The angle is being held. Foxy9's way too far ahead. And he's able to cut them down, chop them down as they start to approach in.
Very competitive map so far.
Hands down. Zeus now swapped over onto C. Same smokes just to try to fend off Varel, but they're going to take a peek down into Garage. Once again, it's Nats.
There is a trip there that they're going to have to deal with, which
oh no, nag-swing!
And LP gets himself the opener. Zeus is now over towards the C side and under a lot of pressure.
Wala siya makita. Nice pick off.
And through the paranoia gets the better of Zexy. Silver there to back him up, and the hold is good.
Sige, nice flash. Patingin yan. Nice one.
If he doesn't have the overdrive there, I think he gets run down, but in the end, Team Secret hold strong.
Yeah, that's for sure. They thought it might have been a slight weakness, but one thing they didn't quite anticipate was Zeus in a different position. And it just feels like we're going hit for hit, round after round, just trying, throwing stuff at the fridge and seeing what sticks. And this time around, it's just going to be Zeus. Had the opening shot. Nats does well to kind of fall backwards as well. And instantly with the overdrive, that's ultimately what keeps Zeus afloat. That is good recognition.
To be honest, I'm actually
this time Zeus in position.
Curious about Summit later, if pupunta tayo dun. Pero I think we're gonna go there. Oh, look at that.
The pistol for LP there.
A headshot.
The rest of the squad does have some weaponry behind them, but Varel having already lost the opening player and their information given away, gonna reconsider the push toward A.
Yeah, I really have to think about it. The fast-paced hits, Team Secret have been doing pretty good to receive them now, but maybe not anticipating a deep insert. That's going to be Foxy9 to lurk around. Meanwhile, the rest of the team to maybe pull some attention with the rotations back over onto the other parts of the map. Foxy9 might be able to find a kill here or there.
Yeah, they might be able to walk their way into C here, Varel, if they want. But you're right, there's a lot of layers in this round. Foxy9's timing could be a big one. A walk out onto C could be another.
Oh my god, they're going back to long.
Yeah, that would be a mistake.
Oh no.
Foxy9 should have comms that to the team though.
Nice one, Zeus. Oh, nice follow-up. Beautiful. And another one.
Does get the better of Zeus, but it comes way too late in the round to be of any impact, and Team Secret are up to 6.
Do we get the off? No. Little celebration.
We'll just
purchase that one right back up. Easy for Zeus. But yeah, otherwise you're absolutely right. You might have been able to slip past, but 3 players, and that's Team Secret now. Working together, they get the swing, they get the flashes, and this is just perfect. Varel has no idea how to respond to this, not really. It tried slight mid-rounding, but didn't work out then. So you go again, this time over onto C. We tried A twice, we tried C once, we're back to C.
Appear muna, tol.
Cover at the top of long kind of indicates to
Curious also Summit if they game up. Same dude. They're actually super curious as well.
Still going to play for the retake by the looks of things here.
Well, they have the ults to make it happen.
It's going to be a fast plan from Varel.
Oh,
good back Styron as well, by the way, already chiming in with 1. So numbers disadvantage, equalized. Zuna
What?
somehow gets a double.
Ang dami
Double
napatay ni
out of nowhere.
Zuna.
And that is a spanner in the works that Team Secret were not expecting. So all of a sudden this routine retake is anything but. 2-on-3 Oons, MLP. Round behind, doesn't need to do anything.
Oy, Roy Dream. Musta, tol?
Siren and Zeus trying to pull out a peek. They have not found anything.
One enemy remaining.
They will eventually hit the deck as well. 6-5.
may pera
Barrel,
pa
they
naman
had
yung
that round.
LPS, pare.
Hook, line,
May
and
pera pa,
sinker
may
in the
pera pa.
3v2.
Last round before the switch.
That was incredible. I mean, the recon at the end, just a desperate attempt, but either way, it definitely all comes down to this Hunter's
May
Fury.
pera pa, may pera pa.
Zexy as well, the decision making. I mean, who does that? You hear run it back and you push deeper in. Actually managed to silence it. The Hunter's Fury off that contact, then just kind of knowing where Team Secret were positioned on that little retake setup, he just blocked it all off. Incredible stuff. Next round up, we try
Pinalamang lang gusto pang
again.
mana.
It's all just conditioning though. Zeus thinking about it. He's got the info line down.
Oh,
C doesn't
simple.
spot anything. Forces out a drone from Styron into the smoke. Will spot out the whole team. That should bring some heavy
Nice drone.
reinforcements. Meanwhile, though, Foxy9 is kind of spotting that C long line. You think if he gets bold enough to walk his way up there, it could really cause a bit of a ruckus. There is a cam to spot it.
It's really all my new timings. That's not enough pressure. Just one blaze wall. Team Secret thinking about it. Foxy9 also still considering the creep up to C long. Does Varel just decide to dump everything into B?
It looks like they're going B again, which hasn't really been too successful. They've got a lot of plants on B, but they haven't been able to hold on to those post plants. Now, though, decision made to go towards C. The trade's not immediately in there, but Nats does get caught in transition. You've still got to get past Zeus on the side. Missed shot.
Kamunti ka ba yung Sylvan? Buti lang talaga.
So LP doesn't get
Dalawa yung tao
success with
doon.
that runner back. Barrel
Nice
a bit
pick of
tentative
Zeus.
in onto this side. They haven't had the
Nice.
success they wanted
1v2.
to. So a
Wala
1-on-2
nito kay
here
LP.
for
Okay na yan.
LP. Retake coming from multiple lines. He can find 1v1s here if he gets his timing right.
Oh, where's that recon going?
Not anywhere
Di
to
siya
find
kita.
the info that it needs, although no info is info in and of
OMG,
itself.
LP.
Just don't
You
know
have
if
to
LP is
check
gonna
all
be
corners
expecting
kasi
this
papunta siya ng
flank
TS,
through for
tol.
long.
Ooh.
Does have a bit of a
Nice
look,
one,
misses a
di siya
couple of
tumatama.
shots. Kelly S will get it done for Team Secret. Hold on to the lead
7-5.
at the end of the first half, 7-5. It's still anybody's game at this point.
Certainly so, but my goodness, what a comeback. It felt a little bit hopeless in the start, but off of some slight timeouts here and there, Team Secret definitely has come into their own. I mean, look at how they're able to fend off, hold, and control and read the map. They've been seeing hits outside of A and C so many times apart, even down to this attempt out towards B, and then the quick pivot back over onto C site. It's these little shots. Zeus lands his own op kill. Everyone starts to chime in. And it just starts to compound out to these final moments where still finding numbers advantage. It's tough for LP to be able to strike back. So pretty darn good so far. We're not seeing too many multi-kills from here on out from Varel.
Angas, first half
Just wonder if it
MVP
gets a little bit
Zeus.
easier for Varel on the defense here, a little bit more
Angas,
comfortable there.
Zeus.
You know, you don't have to deal with Zeus's op quite as much.
Zeus kasi bata pa yun, kaka-18 lang
All
yan
over
eh.
the map causing issues.
Certainly could be, huh?
Like we said, Varel not too far away from their first series win in VCT Pacific for 2026. But it would be painful to see it go the other way from here.
Who knows? Dude, Summit, nobody's going to be able to predict Summit. You're kidding me.
Yeah.
But for this one at least, you're absolutely right. Because with the pistol, so far it has kind of been Varel's game in that department. And if they start off this one just as well, they could continue off with some bits of momentum.
Yeah.
Foxy9 onto the Cypher on this defense is definitely a bit tricky. Can't forget about Zexy and LP either.
Game. Here we go.
Again, this is Team Secret's map pick.
Zuna is Trying to play a bold game over there on A.
He's sexy as well.
Really, he's all bark and no bite. He is solo holding A. Real offensive on the defense is happening in middle from Varel, but it seems like Team Secret have negotiated that quite nicely. They walk their way into A. It is going to have to be a 5-on-5 retake.
Uh-oh.
Spike planted.
Everyone's all over the place. Nobody's watching flank. Nats is all the way up C.
Nats is a long way away from having an impact in this round, though. If Varel go quickly in the retake, it's just a question of whether or not they do go quickly. At the moment, doesn't seem like they're going to. Molly's going to push Styron back, and Nats has certainly had his time. Flash through. Nice clear from Styron in the end. He does get the better of a bullet from Cinder, though. And there's information, apparently, about that flank coming through. Defuser's on. There can be no one to stop it. That is criminal. Varel get away with that round.
Sobrang lalim nila, tol.
It's like kind of all over the place.
Sobrang lalim nun, tol.
Receive contact at least, but the other one's a little bit too far apart. And then for the whole team to, also try to create a bit more space out towards the back of spawn, but not in that fashion. Oh my goodness, Zeus just Tokyo drifting out towards the top of stairs, has his team at least to help him out, but even though they created that space, everything else outside of the front of the site just gives Varel enough time to space also to get that defuse in.
Could have just waited.
So once again, they take the pistol. Great chance to even things out. No buys from Team Secret in this one, but they want to do the same stealthy approach up A long. Going to be spotted by the recon.
Yeah, this time the situation's a bit different. Varel got a couple of members on the side. Paranoia didn't look too bad, but the stopping power isn't really there. And in the end, Varel
good
hold on to the side pretty comfortably.
7-7, okay lang yan.
Did lose a couple of players, but no big deal. 7-7, scoreline equalized. Varel putting it together so far on the defense.
Yeah, it's pretty standard stuff. So much investment into A site. Now they're going to do the same thing again, a kill trip set up. Team Secret have been approaching this one, so might as well. We'll start to see if there are going to be any other movements all across the map too. So it's going to be Team Secret's chance to keep themselves alive for the map.
Are we going to go to Summit? Hello?
For a third map. They're peeking out towards middle. Ooh, are we just going for a fast beat?
Looks to be that way. Zexy is here with only a ghost. So the defense is not too strong right now.
Smoke came up nicely though.
Did.
Impeccable from Cinder, who is in position out towards Lavi. Alright, got droned out. There he goes. A drone in response from middle as well, so Varel starts to paint themselves an idea that Team Secret are trying to push into A, but it was just a drone. So also considering a potential C hit, now hearing footsteps, it's Foxy9 in position with a judge.
This could be big. Cage goes up, he's inside of it as well. A flash probably still to come. So might be actually better off just backing in to the site. In the end, it's more of a feint than anything from Team Secret, but they're really running that clock down. There's only 30 seconds left here.
30 seconds
Trying to play with Varel's mind a little bit.
They have no idea where to
players
go.
in on an insert. Kelly's
B is
trying to
good.
sell a fake towards B. Foxy9's
Yeah,
biting
just
the
a
bait.
fake. Oh no!
They're
Delikado
really
tong si Foxy9.
Varel's got no idea, but still they've got a judge in the right position. Foxy9
Ayun, di ba
can
patay
do no
siya?
wrong. 2-for-1 curveball around the corner here from LP. Looks to have
Nice
been
one.
avoided.
Nice
but
one,
there is
Salvan.
still enough to get the plan.
Nice one.
And Team Secret, well, they are
There's a 1v2.
just getting through this round by the skin
No
of their teeth.
way,
Cinder can't
let's
finish it off. That was
go!
scary
8-7.
for a second. Team Secret had 5 or 6 of
Kinabahan ako
those.
doon,
and that
nakapatay yung
was
dalawa si
enough.
Foxy9, man, legit.
Oh yeah, all those shotguns definitely do pack a punch. Now starting to get wise to it. They managed to turn back around, finding the trades eventually. Also attention towards the back of site where LP was, and they managed to fend it off. Look at that flash dodged by Sylvan. A couple of shots banged through two. And that ultimately is how
Sorry,
they do
tol sa akin.
manage to quickly prevent or to rally back against that fast flood attempt from Varel. Moving on to the next one though now, and we do have a big op investment for Zexy. What is Team Secret trying to do? Oh, it's just fast push.
Good clean entry from Zeus. Team Secret on their way into B. They're going to get that plant down, so we will get to hear how they deal with this post plant.
We just leave, leave 2 on site. Okay. The rest of us play the post.
I want to fight. I want to hit.
I play here.
Can you break?
No, I'm gonna play a bit closer then. I'm ready to fight.
I'm gonna leave fight.
What you till?
2.
Yun. Just.
I'm gonna leading.
Ceiling.
All eyes on Zeus right now. That overdrive in hand, trying to stave off the retake, but Foxy9 has got the info now. There's going to be a cloudburst to try and dislodge a bit of info. No way Varro made that happen.
Nag-neural theft kasi.
Nag-neural theft kasi. Impossible retake.
Nag-pop yung neural theft eh.
But everything just lined up just enough. The neural theft information pinging just in the nick of time. An incredible op shot off of a slight little angle. Little pixel peak, and that was all it took. You heard the call.
Nahuli pa na yun. Nag-micro adjustment ba siya?
Got the spike down. They left 2 inside of B. They had the information, and they in fact managed to shove them back too. But look at the movements. Foxy9 picks up the op along the team, and as soon as that neural theft pings out, they go in for that kill. Zexy does not miss his mark either.
Yeah, Zeus getting a 3K there. You think that would be enough for the round for Team Secret, but apparently not. Varel not going down easy here on map 2.
Osup.
Might not go down at all. Cinder
spots
out a couple.
Puso.
Stop that paranoia through and just relocate. Play a crossfire here with Zuna. If Team Secret commit to this A site, they are walking into a very well defended, I should say, site. 1 for 1 there. That paranoia causing issues, but Zuna again, he just seems to hit everything.
Weapon retrieved. Has an ult. Could reposition if he wants, but he doesn't know what's on the other parts of the map, so that's going to be a hell of a gamble. Just going to stick around.
Meron ka ulti.
Has the smoke to work off of.
Pwede ka mag-reposition.
Potentially, Zexy and Foxy. The 1v1s.
Sinong awin to?
But look at the discipline being exercised. Zexy's not moving until Foxy9 comes close enough.
Got a smoke to play around behind, but I think that is an angle that's going to be pretty easily cleared. Dash through, Zexy might have spotted him.
Has a clear vision!
Now, but that's not ideal. It's got to come out of this smoke. What is this?
Oh, nice one.
What?
Kinabahan ako. Oh, akala ko pa.
That's gone all wrong for Varel. I don't think he spotted him on the initial.
Sinong awin to?
I thought he might have.
But even then, just got in all sorts of trouble. Knew that he wasn't close enough to use the shorty.
Awin ko, Ben, awin.
Still kind of stuck with it.
Awin na kakilala ko, awin na hindi ko kakilala.
Yeah, he had that one pump jump.
Ikaw ba si Awin, May?
Foxy9 going down as well just makes it tough.
Awin. Sige, para malaman ko din ko talaga si Awin. Nasang bansa ka ngayon.
Calm under pressure. Keeps Team Secret ahead. And now it's just a desperate stack from Varel.
Yeah, big high-low. If there is a swing into this window, though, that
okay, hello, Julian May.
There's 4 guns trained in that direction. Yeah, they're only
hello, Julian May.
Still quite a bit of stopping power there. Let's see. Zeus.
Alam kong mismo na kami. Mas madalas pa kami magkita ng ate mo sa ibang bansa kaysa tayong dalawa.
Morale back with the rest of the team.
Alam mo ba, Julian May, pumunta ako sa bahay niyo isang araw.
It's just Suna close by. I'm keeping my eyes on the Varel's ultimates, though probably not for this round. But ooh, they're
kapit bahay ko nga pala yan si Awin, guys.
Camera doesn't spot anything to really see, so
missed shot.
Baka magkita kami ng kapatid mo sa Korea.
Not aware of the extra 2 players there. LP's flash was a great timing, and he gets those hot hands out as well, forcing the position of Team Secret to get corralled into the wall. This is getting messy. It's getting chaotic for Team Secret. I'm getting through it. So far, so good. Low HP on Styron and Zeus, but there is not enough there for Varel to win the round. Double digits secured. Team Secrets are setting their sights on Summit.
Salamat sa kupalagan.
They can definitely make the expedition up to that point too. It feels possible.
Pati international, alam na yung nickname ng kapatid mo, Awin.
I know it's just an anti-eco, but they're definitely much tighter than before, and that's why they can afford a lot of these trades.
Ito na ang pagbangon ng Affiliated Gentlemen. Yun lang yun, tol.
Everyone's kind of spaced out far in front. And
Kasi ganito.
perhaps there's a chance for
Maaga mo
Varel
ba
with those
wag muna?
shares.
Sige, sige. Mamaya na. Mamaya na ako magayabang pag game 3 na. Mamaya na ako magayabang pag game 3 na. Chill muna ako. Sige. Tahimik lang ako. OMG, ang hirap.
Incites a peek. The rest of the
Let's
team
go,
pushing up
TS, you
C.
can do this.
Foxy9 up to the task again.
That is not me, dude.
Got a lot of space
That
already.
is not me. OMG, TS.
Not feeling too
Hala.
confident on this defense
Nice kill.
at
Kaya mo yan,
all, but somehow
TS.
LP gets away with one.
Nice.
I don't know that that's going to quite be enough.
Sige,
Zuna
3v3
might need some
tol.
heroics again with that Hunter's Fury. Deploying drone. 3-on-3. That's not yet down though. There is time for Zexy to come across.
OMG. TS, paano na to?
He was worried about Nats being
Hala,
still
tinamaan
around.
pa si...
Either way, though,
Tinamaan pa si Styro ng shock
some
dart.
decent
Oh
damage
no.
here and there, but positions from Team Secret is what I'm worried about.
Call nyo pag pwede na ako mag-angas tol ah. Call nyo ah, pag pwede na ah.
Play with that Hunter's Fury. Zexy's been left a little high and dry here.
Oh.
Can't win that duel as the
Oh.
burst fades and...
Oh, 3v1. Oh, Cinder, ano?
Surely can't get this one done.
Ano
Team
tol?
Secret up to 11.
Pwede na ba ako mag-angas o mamaya
Slightly
pa?
done for Varel. They are looking a
Pwede
little
na ba o mamaya?
defense.
Mamaya na. Inaaway nga ako
Some
ba't
very
kaya
desperate
kasi Inot
attempts.
ang bawad na pakinggan.
At the op.
Omsim. Ay, hindi
Come
mo
up
baho
with plays
pakinggan
for
yun.
it. Was very concerned about Nats with that lurk presence.
Unique yun.
Dives into sight, tossing away the gun for a rifle, but just didn't quite have it up in time. And this is then
Si
Team
Julian
Secret
May
being
nga
able to
pala
work
guys.
around it. Look at
Siyempre,
Styron.
kapitbahay ko yan,
Now he's able
Valorant
to
player.
work with the team for the final few kills too.
Timeout.
Nagkakawayan sila.
Well, an all-important timeout
Pwede na
now.
ba?
Team Secret
Press
2
1
rounds
if pwede
away
na ako
from
mag-angas,
the
press 2 if hindi pa rin.
third
Ano ba naman tol?
Varel.
Kailan?
Want to avoid that. No doubt.
Press 1?
Definitely some moments. Zuna's been great.
Semi. Ay naku, ang dali naman ng laban. Pinaisa lang gusto kong manalo. Kala naman talaga. Isipin mo. Diyos ko. Wala na nga kayong panalo nung split 1 tapos hanggang ngayon wala pa rin ba? Paano ba? Binigyan lang kayo ng isang mapa. Kala mo naman talaga kayo na mag-champion. Kala mo naman talaga. Ha!
In a lot of cases, that space creation, it's not really feeling the impact. You know, he's dashing in, he's trying to get the space,
Tandaan
but
nyo.
he's just dying.
He's on defense, and
Sa
he hasn't really
Pilipinas.
found much with the op as well.
Sa Pilipinas,
I really
lahat
do think
ng action star nabububog sa una.
circles around them. You just had a bit of lurk presence, and it kept Zexy all the way out.
Si Lito
towards A
Lapid,
for
si
the
Fernando
longest
Po
portion of the
Jr.,
map.
si Coco Martin,
Zexy now trying to free himself up by playing
si
around
Aramina,
middle,
at si
making
Maui
push
Taylor.
out,
Lahat
but his
lahat yung mga
ultimate
action
skills
star na nabububog sa
are with
una
two
pero sa
rifles.
dulo sila yung bida.
Little cheeky peek forward there for Varel. I mean, they don't really have the weaponry to work with in this round. They are needing a hero to step up somewhere, and it could be Foxy9 again, who has been given that Vandal.
Nabuking na edad.
Still charged with the C side, and he just doesn't have info. Similar things could be said about the A side. I mean, Team Secret are all over this place, all over Varel.
Kung meron kayong mga narinig na pangalan, let's not talk about that, okay?
For information. They're starting to see that there might not be anything. Foxy9, maybe to flank, but Kelly is already marking angles too.
Yun yung mga if you know, you know.
This gets hard cleared by Foxy9.
Oh, the timing!
But he's lucky on the timing, that's for sure. This will probably be the end of Styron.
Oh!
So that's one.
OMG na nanalo yung VL.
Still need to put together another 4. Flash on.
Lahat ng sinabi ko kanina, I take it back.
Lahat
ng sinabi ko kanina, I take it back, boy.
So they had that little.
I will bring it back again. The TS number 1. Here we go. We're going to game number 3.
So far behind.
Let's do it. Let's gonna go to Summit. We're gonna go to Summit, boys. Hello nga pala kay Jarvis. Nuts. Ay, naku po nakita. Ay, nice. Isa-isahin mo. Mainubos these nuts!
So this might pretty much be it. Varel, they had a chance for sure in this round, but could not hold on to it.
Didn't really have the economy either.
Ano tol? Pwede na bang mag-angas? Pwede na ba?
What?
Hindi pa rin.
Where's that kill come from? Zuna from behind. Yeah, got one elsewhere, but
Teka lang, 1v2.
still too far away to really make an impact. That
Hindi,
spike is
mag-save na
ticking
tol.
so
Mag-save
quickly.
pa. Pwede na.
For Varel, but really nothing to get too excited about. Team Secret are going to 12.
Kayo VL!
Now 1 round away from closing the map out.
As always, economy quite a bit of concern.
Wag kasi kayong mayabang.
They saved up for this one, some of them.
Antayin na lang kasi itong TS Tol. Tandaan nyo, bago yung coach.
For the next one, I think.
Bago yung dalawang players.
A bit concerned about Foxy9 and his
Ang daming bago.
Either way, backs against the wall.
Bago sila, Tol. Bago.
Much more happy about the current results.
Kumalma lang kasi kayo.
Zexy for the Blade Storm. They have the ults.
Yun lang yun, Tol.
But again, like information has been
yung VL matagal na.
With how Team Secret are just running
circles
around.
Hindi naman sila super tagal though, but yeah, it is what it is.
Zeus is moving quickly towards that A site,
May
looking
mahuli
to
pa tong
work
screen
in
na to.
tandem with Styron. Nothing really connected.
Kind of an obvious fake, huh? It's just one guy. Uh-oh.
Si Foxy, hindi siya bago, Tol. Ang tanda na ni Foxy9, Tol.
Back invested here as well. LP really wants
nice
to
one, denied your run it back.
Ay,
nabol! Ay, naku po! Nahuli.
Man on a mission.
Nice one.
It does drop over towards that C-Long fight, so there's still a lot happening in this round that could be awkward for Varel. They've lost the A site. Zuna's trying to creep up, and he does a good job of finding the timing onto Zeus, but can't land any shots onto Styron, who now will fall away.
Kala mo na, hindi na pa naman yung spike. Kailangan mo muna makapita sa isa. Ay, naku po, sumisilip ka pa kasi. Ito ba, gumugusto ka. Bam! Gumugusto ka pa! 1v1, 1v1, Tol. Sige, Styron. Kaliwa. Diyan. Sige, asa yung spike. Plant. Plant ka lang, Tol. I got you. Sabihin ko kasi ng mga kalaban mo.
Still has the blades.
Pwede ka kumuha ng Vandal o Phantom. Baka mo yung operator para makapag-ano ka. Para makasilip-silip ka.
Who's still banking on the op.
May shock dart naman siya, do. May shock dart siya, dalawa. Styron, utang na loob. Sabihin mo sa akin na meron ka lineup. Please, sabihin mo sa akin na meron ka lineup. Wala, Boss Bill, pasensya na. O sige ngayon, sumilip ka. Mag-antay ka lang, Tol. Ito na, first tag. All you have to do is wait, kapatid. Isa lang. Second tap, wait for the second tap. Punyeta!
Here it's missed. And Varel might not be done yet.
Oh my god.
Sa akin yun, Tol. Sa akin yun kasi sobrang ingay ko kasi.
A little fun moment for Styron.
Sa akin yun.
Banked everything on the one
Tol,
shot,
pasensya ka na. Sa akin yun, Tol.
It's the way that
ingay ko
Sexy
kasi.
does it.
Sa akin yun, men. Pasensya.
That really impresses me. I mean, who thinks
Ang
to
ingay
do
ko
that?
kasi.
Updrafts kind of uses it to clear short.
Hindi ako narinig, Tol. Di ako narinig.
But with that
Pasensya, Tol. Pasensya.
Downward arc has a bit more momentum and speed.
Akin yun, men. Akin yun.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
A little bunny hop, I think, is what actually sold it in the end.
Ooh, okay.
Not done.
We go again.
Look, 3 rounds in a row, though. I probably wouldn't put my money
My
on
bad.
Varel
MB,
at this
MB.
point.
Sorry,
Haven't
Akin.
been clean enough on this defense to convince me that they're going to get that done. Creep out here from Zeus, as Zuna is just getting a little bit too bold.
I know exactly.
Sinong bold?
Foxy9 perhaps as well.
No, it's a solo
Anong
on
bold?
and now they're going to have to try and push their way on in through all of this
Wala
side for
akong alam
util, and that is easier said than done
Overdrive,
for sure.
overdrive.
Foxy9
What?
backside finds the double, but eventually brought down, and there's no recovering
Just
frag
push, just push.
from Zexy. Cinder's got it done
2v2.
with a
Chill.
classic.
Easy. You have the spike, plant.
2-on-2
Bam.
with a retake, but it's really a 2-on-1. LP's
Utang
the
na loob.
only one with a gun.
Takbo, Nats.
worth
Nats, ikaw na lang
mentioning
mag-isa,
in
Nats.
the circumstances. They're going to send Cinder in.
This.
2 is dead. Where's the swing? Where's LP?
Swing,
He was reloading, I think. I don't even know. Had some util in hand, but now it's getting really messy.
Mind
Nats finishes
games!
it off. What was the spacing there from Varel? I don't
These
know.
Nats!
But we are going map 3.
Oh boy!
Woohoo!
First summit on day 1. What in the world? Yeah, there was some odd moments, but Nats.
Sino yung mga nagsasabing 2-0 dyan, ha?
Nerves too. 1v2 clutch makes it happen anyway. Maybe his opponents did have a slight slip up. Yeah, I don't know what the comms were for sure. He was stuck doing something else. Cinder went a little bit too far ahead.
We're gonna go to Summit, boys.
Either way, I mean, you could definitely
First
see how the
time
second
ever
half
in
shows
VCT.
off what Team Secret has to offer.
Let's
Running circles
freaking
around
go,
their
bro.
opponents, a bit of conditioning here or there. Zexy had some sick moments as well, but ultimately starting to work together with
Nats,
this double
ito si Nats.
LES.
Si Nats nagchat-chat, WVille. Alam ko, Tol. Salamat, pinapanalo niyo yung mga laban dahil sa'yo nanalo yung TS, Tol. Huwag ka muna mag-chat, maglaro ka muna, Nats. Please.
Nats with a lurk as well. It just forces Varel into this slight information overload. They're not sure where the hit's coming from.
Ito na ba to?
Yeah, it was kind of nice to see Team Secret coming into their own a little bit more
Ito ba yung
there as
likod?
well. I think we've we spoke a lot about Zeus, obviously, at the end of the last season, and it's kind of nice to see what he's been capable of. This was a map that really felt to me like it was dictated largely by where Zeus was.
So ganito makikiapir ako. Every time na maglalaro ang TS, makikiapir ako. I'm part of the team, bro.
Team Secret could really find a way to navigate that too easily, but either way, we're going to be heading towards map 3 of Summit.
Sige, try natin. Kunyari, naka-headset din ako.
Yes, we've got ourselves a summit today on day one. What awaits you in the very first day of stage 2. And honestly, how Haven ended was extremely exciting between both Beryl and Team Secret. There were a lot of really fun moments that had us screaming in our seats.
It was an all-time classic last round for Beryl. Overextends on A-Long. They end up in a 4-on-5. Foxy9 somehow gets 2. And then in the 2-on-1 at the end of the round, Cinder's just doing 360s. What the hell without his gun out? And LP, I don't know, is in a different country for some reason.
Well, even before that, when it looks like Styron might be getting 4 with the attack up on the Sova. It's like, where are we, guys? I have to say, this was so much better from Team Secret. I feel like they understand the map so much more. Fundamentally, way more solid, and I felt like the individuals got activated. They weren't run over. They were able to trade. This is exactly what we wanted to see from them.
I mean, Zeus is just unreal. 300 ACS. The amount of pressure that this man exerted with the operator on defense just won them the game outright, honestly, for Team Secret. 7 first kills. Like, phenomenal game for him. He had decent help from the rest of the boys. You got a nice pat on the back at the end of the game there from Spin for Nats in that 1-1. I think that's a player, like I said, I was a little bit worried about his confidence after being thrown to the dogs, essentially, on the way in the opening map. But a much more comfortable role for him and a couple of good moments. I hope that he's going to start to feel himself a little bit more as the season goes on.
Yeah, that very last round was fantastic against LP there on that one-on-one, like you mentioned. Now, this is good. What we're seeing from Team Secret right now, this is a lot more promising. Now, Spin, during his interview, briefly had mentioned they didn't have a lot of time to prep for stage 2, so they took a lot of things I imagine they worked on in the past on Motive or other things that Styron was doing on his team right after.
They always said part of it is about getting that map pool ready, and part of that is prioritizing what you're good at. So if we take a look at this clip on Haven, it's clear to see this is where they put some time in.
This was beautiful. You love to see it on Haven. Mix up the pace, and it's all of the util hitting.
Kasi sakto naman, di ba? Sakto naman.
Big paranoia,
same chair.
Big Hunter's Fury, all the boys
medyo iba yung jersey.
All across the right side, and Varel did not even know.
Pulsar sila, di ba?
This is what I'd like to see. When you have smart, strong set ult rounds for a map, that means you put time in. It means you put the work in, and you're adding that next layer now on how to get the best out of the map. So very impressed by Haven. Now it's all down to Summit.
Yeah, Summit is going to be very exciting for us to watch. But I think another thing is a lot of the players on Secret looked a lot more comfortable coming in.
Jesse Bash Mouse, Hunter's logo.
Zeus, one of these players on the op, absolutely, showing us what we were expecting.
Yeah, he was unreal. I mean, we talked about his first kills. He was
involved in at least 10
opening duels in that map. As I said, as soon as he got on the operator, you can see he's all over the map. He's winning his duels where it's needed, and he's able to hold on so self-sufficiently. He's got no help on the site for the most part a lot of the time, and he's still just able to be so mobile with the operator and give Barrel so many problems.
It felt like such a win condition for them, and this is something they couldn't get rolling on Split. The economy was never in their favor, and this is clearly a key part of how this team is
Pulsar pa rin yung
when
ano nila dito, di ba? Correct me if I'm wrong. Pulsar pa rin, di ba?
Nicely into that place because he can dominate one half of the map,
Pulsar
block
pa rin
those
ba?
deep lines and be aggressive.
And you can see on pick up the rifle on attack. He's finding entries like it's nothing. He can really do it all, honestly. Very, very complete player on the Neon in particular. There's not that many great Neon uppers, honestly, that I've been seeing in Pacific. The main one that would come to mind in the last little bit is Texture, but he's not even playing it anymore.
Yeah, that's right. But Summit is going to be the last map
Hello nga po pala sa mga
and I know we have very little to work with in terms of how these rosters are and how they are working
sa mga
things out,
sa mga
how their playstyle might have
chat
changed
natin sa kabilang channel.
shifts,
Hello,
and
Hekate.
Summit being a brand
Hello,
new map. So
Patrick.
I know this is a big question.
Hello,
but what are some of
Darren.
your hopes and expectations going into
Sino-sino
this
pa ba kayo
map for either
nagchat?
of these teams?
I mean, for me, I want to see creativity. We know that we're in a double duelist meta. I feel like Neon Phoenix is a natural fit, but I want to see teams
Hello
with
guys.
their own
Shoutout Vil, 4 years mo na akong hater.
is a fantastic Viper. We will be seeing
Shoutout nga
Viper.
pala
Think,
Patrick
for
Desumala.
Valve, I feel like they have an incredibly
Just keep on
strong
hating,
chamber player in
boy.
LP. Do
Let's
they
go.
bring up that chamber? I like it on these new maps because the meta isn't set in stone. It's all very
Hello,
open,
guys.
so I want to see
Shoutout Vil,
what
4 years
teams
mo na
can
akong hate.
read for it for themselves.
I want to see neither of these teams
Ano
play
sponsor
Neon
ko?
Phoenix, to be honest. I don't think either
Madami.
of them necessarily have the personnel for it. You're trying to put Kelly S into that role if you're Team Secret. For Varel, they've never really had a Phoenix guy. I would have much rather them stick to, honestly, you know, raise Neon Jet and kind of rotate those agents. I thought the class
Ako
was
rin
still
pa shoutout
gonna be in
kanina
the
lang ako
roster.
naging basher.
And
Hello
maybe
Tristan!
someone like
Just
LP
keep on
or
hating,
Foxy
boy.
Nine would fill that smoke
Just
role.
keep
Yes,
on
they've
hating.
kept, they've kept
On a
Secret
standing
played
1-1 tol,
the Smokes
we're
role,
gonna
so
go
at
to
least this
Summit!
series, so that's fine, but
The
I
first
just don't
time
think
ever na
necessarily
lalaroin
Phoenix
natin mga
is
tol.
strong in this meta. I think that it's
Summit!
not a slam dunk that you have to play the Phoenix.
Let's
So
go
far
to
from what I've seen, very limited games
Summit!
on Summit, but over in CN, I'm liking the strength of Viper. I think the
Shout-
Viper is very
shoutout
strong on
nga
this
pala
map,
rin
and I
kay
think both of
Aaron
these
Dave
teams are good
Punsalan,
Viper players, so I'd like to see
kay
that. I
G-Tech.
didn't mind the raise, to be honest. Throw Zexy
Yan
back
si
on the
Hekate,
raise. I think
kasama
that
ko yan
could
nung
be
pumunta
something
kami
that
ng
you could
Riyadh.
see. And I'm really liking Fade as well on this
Sayang
map
di siya
so far.
naiwan doon.
I've seen a couple of
Bad
Cypher
trip.
players and things like that has some kind of mixed success so far.
No Sage?
Etong si Silva, naging champion siya ng VCT Pacific.
I don't know what to expect, really.
The only great play I
Patrick
know
Desumala,
Sage
joke lang Vil, follower mo ako. Bakit ka naging follower? Gusto ko hater ka.
You have to tech there. You better lock in, pros.
Gusto ko hater ka,
I
pare.
feel like there's a world where it's possible. I'm not against it.
Think of it
Really,
as support,
I thought
guys.
you were all about Sage for everything, but I think it would be pretty fun to see that here. Now, you guys have opposing
Ano ba ba?
predictions for,
Predator pa rin naman
the
to,
two
di ba?
teams playing today, and
If
how are you
ever
feeling about
Predator
your
to.
Threads leading into
You
you picked Barrel and
Yeah. Well, for me, I'm a little bit worried because I
Dami
know
kong
that
gamit ng
Barrel
Predator
had more
dito.
prep time. They've had more time together as a roster. They've had more time to flesh out their map pool. So Summit is one of those maps where some teams might sink a lot of time into it to try and catch their opponents off, but other teams will push
Meron
it
ako
to the
nito.
side. Not on
Nakita
the
niyo yung
first
wingman na
pick
yan?
here, so
Ito
I
yan,
just
oh.
think on a prep angle, Varel
Ito
has
yan.
a slight advantage for me.
I mean, I'd agree, but Varel's
Yung wingman na yan, ito yan.
crazy. Like,
Yung
you know,
spike
Zexy
niya
and Tinder went
natatanggal.
completely missing
Kasi
in that
ano
last
lang
game,
yan
and
eh,
that's just not
magnet.
something that you can necessarily rely on. At the end of the day, you need to see individual inconsistency here, and whoever has a stronger read. I think that the tendencies and the strengths that you can apply on this map have been well established on other maps. I love on attack just
Game,
putting
game,
up a
game,
light
game,
wall
game,
and
game,
creating
game,
pressure,
game,
and then
game.
sometimes
Kasali ako,
bursting
kasali
out.
ako
I've
tol,
seen
ah, kasali
a lot
ako,
of
ah.
the teams in CN have success with that, and I think you need to be really fluid on the
Mikey.
defense. So I don't want to see either one of these teams stagnant. I want to see
Ano
if
ako,
there's
tol?
pressure on the map,
Tawag
like
doon?
a Sunset or like a Corrode,
Sa'yo
that
na yun.
takes space in the mains.
Well, what I'm hearing is neither of you are confident in your picks for today, and
Yeah.
that it is still
Oh, sure.
completely a coin toss. And we've got, you know, the best case scenario here is that we get a summit
nangyari?
with new
Oy!
rosters, brand new
Sorry.
map
Sorry,
here
nasira.
in Pacific, and I'm very
Hindi ko
keen to see
sinasadya. Sorry
what
sa-
kind of
sorry sa
intel
akin.
they've landed on here in Pacific, because there's one thing Pacific's good at, it's cooking interesting comps.
See what we're going to get here. I've got my eyes on really both of these teams, but Varel in particular, I want to see what they have landed on. And as well,
Game.
who's going to kind of lean into
Bibili
double
palitan mo.
duelist and who
Ba't
will
ko
lean away
papalitan
from
si
it. We
Zeus?
talked about
Ang lakas-lakas ni
late.
Zeus!
And there you go for Varel. It is the
Diyos
solo
ko po!
way on attack, so Zexy's got a fair bit of work to do. I do like the fade, and they're going to play a little bit of a slower comp here, so it's going to be a little bit more lurky on the side of Varel.
Yeah, it does feel like they have the tools to deal with the double duelist. For Team Secret, this is very similar to what we saw from them last map. The only change is Sylvan is across on that Astra. It's a bigger map, so they want
Ako na
to
mag-duel sa game 3.
those
Bakit?
fake stars and see if they have
Ayaw!
balance cooked up, because I think there's some good stuff there.
Yeah,
Ayoko!
definitely. Once again,
Ayaw mo
Kelly
siya.
on the Phoenix. We'll see if he starts to get more and more.
Ayaw mo siya
comfortable.
maglaro
He
dyan.
had a couple of moments there on Haven, but wasn't 100% with it. So we'll see if he's able to settle in over time. They will start there on the defense. So like I said, especially on the double duelist, if you see Barrel go and take space somewhere,
Okay.
I want to see Team Secret getting active.
And to
Tap muna tayo dyan. Kung clap sila sa stage, tap muna tayo dyan mga tol. Clap, tap. Tap muna natin yung mga screens natin mga tol.
I get the real name.
Gawin nating 1 million likes.
So, Black. Not wrong there.
Wala pa ako landscape.
Is this?
Ito, para maging landscape mga tol, ganito gawin nyo. Ito yung phone nyo, di ba? Nanonood kayo.
So excited for that.
Ganituhin nyo. Ganituhin nyo. Ganituhin nyo. Tapos yung ulo nyo, ganituhin nyo. Boom, landscape. Landscape, tol. Yun lang yun, tol. Ito yung phone nyo. Ganituhin nyo. Mas ganun kayo. Boom! Landscape, tol. Yun lang yun.
Different lanes that you have to watch out for. So needing
Yung mga ganyang bagay, hindi ko na problema yun.
That's why you would love
Pero
to
let's
have
go.
something like a Viper instead, but well, lacking that, you're going to be pushing up.
Kunwari magkalaro ako talaga.
Exactly what Varel is walking into as well. This could really come to a head. Zeus,
Baril mo. Sige. NT. Sige, nice one. 2v1, oh. Si LP.
2 on 1.
Shit. 1v1. Wag ka sumilip. Ay!
And gets it done. The 2v1 this time goes the way of Varel.
You know, immediately like wiping his hands off of it on his pants and
Nalagyan mo.
it could definitely still feel those nerves.
He
is just like a lot more wise to it now.
Galagyan mo pa, tol.
Ever since like kickoff, stage 1, yeah, you know, that's what you get when your palms sweaty and your knees are weak. It is
Ano tournament to? VCT, tol. VCT.
I mean, this push down middle, it's something that Team Secret has done quite a bit. They've done it back on Split. Back when it was a different team too, but you can see some of the everlasting ideas as well. Meanwhile, for Varel, I want to say though, oh my god, it's instant. What is this aggression from Team Secret?
Might just be new map things. Sort of playing a little bit quicker. What's happened to Nats?
Game.
Oh, we're just dying off to the door.
Nagpakamatay sila lahat.
Not wanting to give up any alt points or anything. All right.
I suppose that's a strategy.
You know what?
Do that on Abyss, so okay.
Alam nyo ba?
But yeah, I was about to say actually before they all did that.
It
reminds me a lot of what teams would use
Commentator
to
pa
run
rin.
on a road.
I've been here in the
That's
esports scene for I've been here in the esports scene ever since 2010, brother.
So the Viper,
Di ba Lolo and Duno, di ba? Sila yung first gen, kami yung second gen. And kami lang yung magkakasama.
If not for attack, then you could just do what Waylay does, dive in, get
You know
back
what,
down.
Guys?
Work around the map a bit.
Naalala nyo ba? Ano nga ulit yung mapang pwede kang tumalon? Abyss. Sa Abyss.
Well, that's bad luck. I'm sorry, that's just bad luck.
First time yun pinili ng Team Secret back then.
You're stuck around
Sa isang VCT tournament. The first team na pumili nun. Tapos nung natalo sa isang round, lahat sila tumalon na lang. Para hindi sila mabigyan ng orbs, para hindi sila mabigyan ng pera and whatsoever. That is the same thing na ginawa nila dito sa mapa na to, dun sa may pinto. Dun sa may, dun sa mawawabang pinto. Scary though. This is literally deja vu, man. When was that? That is 2024, pare. 2024. Ang tagal na nun, man.
Starting to encroach. Good shot in from Kelly S.
2 years ago, naalala ko pa yung ginagawa nila noon, man.
Again on the front, though, he will catch Nats, so that's going to be a freebie, but
2024, 2025. But
really
it is what it is.
Got
Nice
a bit
one.
too greedy for it in the end, so no prize.
Nagulat lang din siya.
Though. Team Secret back in.
Nice one, nice one.
Similar sides as
Nice
to
one,
what we saw in Haven.
Nice
I
one.
mean, Team Secret were the ones who left this
NT.
map open too. So I'm very curious if this was like something they did a bit of prep work for. They must have. Looking at how they actually start off some of these rounds. They're drone out towards middle, you spot something or not. You actually get some shots through smokes. And then all towards cave and everything. I mean, that's kind of one of the double-edged swords about this map. You break down the mid door, the window, and that kind of tells you what your opponents are trying to do too.
This is not, hindi ito yung nuts from TL. Ibang nuts.
Sexy solo on the way late, pushes his way forward.
Pinoy style na nuts, day in sila.
We are going to have a listen in here with Varel and see what
Day in sila
we
Noy
can
P,
do
man.
in this round.
안 나고 B링크 싸우러 올 때 A링크 올려주면 될 때 얘들아.
오케이. 홀드할게.
나 B링크 버린다.
앞에 쏠게 내가. 오케이. 드론. 형 혼자 깰래?
야 얘들아 그거 깨고 킬 거기서 캔슬해 그냥. 링크 투비가 생각해봐 그냥. 사이퍼 A인가요?
뺄 수 있어?
사이퍼 A야.
Nice, Kelly.
형 어렵게.
Translate ko? Hindi ako marunong mag-Korean, tol. Paano ka?
Oh, Foxy9 does manage to find Nat, so we find ourselves back at a 3-on-3, but not prepared for Kelly S.
Inuubos lahat ni Kelly, oh. Wala, tol. Shoutout sa mga Bisaya dyan, syempre. Ito na. Si Kilies. Kill.
To get there too.
Kill. Lies.
Still managing to slip through the cracks, though. But otherwise, good enough information for Team Secret. They kind of know where the spike's headed. Just gotta work together for the retake, where Cinder has a flash still, so he's in a pretty good position to make something happen. Has smokes too. Can leave it open, try to spot players on the approach, but that leaves LP on an island.
Cinder tuck in the corner, but a paranoia through would do a world of good.
Nice one! Nag-crouch.
Does leave LP high and dry. What can you really expect from Cinder now?
Wala choice to, man. 1v3!
Pretty aware by the looks of things. Exactly where he's hiding. So Team Secret find themselves their second.
Wala.
I would say lethargic start.
Love na love ko yung ang mga taga-tropa natin
that's
sa
what
South.
happens, you know, working a new map. The meta hasn't really quite been figured out yet.
Yep, both teams just kind of trying to find their footing a little bit.
But that's where you kind of also work out the fundamentals, and you can see what Team Secret does in that department. You know, Slide swings out towards A, and just able to fade back out off of initial contact, both sides. But Team Secret finds themselves with numbers advantage off of it.
Nakuha mo na paddle mo, tol.
And then the 3v2, where just unfortunately. So you go again. You've tried mid several times now as Varel. Maybe more concerted hit in towards B this time around. Just full on through B main. The trips aren't here, so that's what they're banking on.
Oy, Manila na kayo. Welcome back. Let's go Pickle.
And Zeus is probably worth more than a trip, I'll say.
Let's Pickle.
He's given at least Zexy a trip to the gray screen.
And then to peel off, what a cancel. It's Foxy
10K sa kalaban.
Mid lurk.
Iyan natin sige yan.
Not too much of a lurk now that he's given away that information, but still it's a good shot onto Kelly S. Numbers there though, as again Zeus
4v3 Lamont TS tol.
Amongst it in this series now, really coming into his own.
Lahat ng mga
good news for Team Secret.
Pwede na ba ako magyabang kung mamaya na? Mamaya na ba magyabang tol? Hindi pa pwede ngayon?
Keeps putting it together.
Hindi pa.
Team Secret, and he might.
Oh, mamaya na. Give me the ace. Zeus, utang na loob, men. Ang pinakabata sa ligang to. Zeus with the ace. Utang na loob. Okay lang yun. Importante nanalo. Ang importante nanalo. Mamaya na magyayabang, baka ma-jigs. Sige tol, pagbibigyan ko kayo.
Having those numbers. I mean, that's
medyo naninibago ako. Hindi ako pwede magyabang ng una, pero sige, pagbibigyan ko kayo tol. Makikinig ako sa inyo.
Catch players as they come back in for that retake. Unfortunately, he gets kind of pincered. The slide in from Zeus, and again, you just heard what the desk was talking about the guy, and he's able to do that.
Sila nga nagayabang, tas ako hindi pwede. Sila nga tinatawag yung kalaban, tapos ako hindi pwede. Ang daya naman nun, tol. Ang daya naman nun, men. Huwag naman ganun. Eh, sila nag-aambakan na sa mismong stage, as ako hindi ako pwede. Tol. O nga pala, sila naglalaro. Sila naglalaro. Ako ba hindi naglalaro? O, nice one, tol. Fini-fist bump ko nga sila eh.
Plus, you've also got Zeus.
Oh. Naka-IEM ako, naka-IEM sila. Naka-headset ako, naka-headset sila. Naka-jersey ako, naka-jersey sila. Naka-secret lab ako, naka-secret lab sila.
Yeah, I want to see something creative, huh? Desk was talking about it.
Sila pwede, ikaw hindi. Awit naman yun, men!
Secret.
Gusto. Pakita mo yung baril mo ulit. Gusto na ba makibaril ako? Gagawin ko. Gagawin ko, tol.
Initial contact with the waylay.
Saan gusto ko gawin ko? Hindi kasi naka-dual output kasi ako, so hindi ko siya magagawa. Sa totoo lang, basically. Hindi ko siya magagawa, tol. Alam mo yun? Naka-dual output. Mousepad check. Naka-glasspad ako, naka-glasspad sila.
Just a partial buy.
Naka-benten. Sure ka ba, Kati, na hindi sila naka-benten, Brip?
You can tell he wants to go.
Sure ka ba, Kati? Eh, paano ko sabihin sa'yo, kung si Kelly S, naka-kero-keropi. Oh.
So, Zeus could really get a lot of work done again. But on the wrong side of the map this time, the job falls to Styron. A 1-for-1, not ideal for Team Secret. Yes has gone into the flames and hasn't come out the other side unscathed, that's for sure. It's now 3 only to defend this one for Team Secret as they come scrambling across to try and reinforce that A side. It's just Sylvan there for now.
Be patient! Be patient!
Get a bit of work done. One already.
Nice one! Nice reset! Ubusin mo!
Down and that provides enough time
Nice one!
And that's to get there. It did force out the overdrive.
Nice one, Tol.
No way is this happening.
Ikaw rin, Tol.
Door
Galing mo.
shut, but it's just so clear.
Bawal
Sylvan
tayo.
holds his
Tayo pinakamagaling sa buong mundo,
knowing
Tol.
that he controls those bursts
Pupunta tayo sa
as well.
China para
Doesn't get overwhelmed.
mag-Valorant Champions.
Bro kind of gets
Zeus,
stopped in
tingin ka
their
sa akin.
tracks quite literally.
You are
As
the
soon as
GOAT.
they spot him out, all kind of got frozen in their place. So despite the earlier aggressions out towards elbow, mid-bend, whatever you call it, everyone just kind of ultimately gets stopped by Team Secret. Quick with the rotations, quick with the assertions.
Nice one.
And it just makes you
Oh,
wonder,
yan, oh!
like, is this how the series ends?
Kinakawayan nga nila dun eh. Tapos ako hindi ako pwede.
And Varel's chance at taking their first ever win.
No.
Oh
Don't do it to me.
Ilang taon na si ano?
We've come all this way.
Tapos may umapir talaga, no? Okay, tigil-tigilan niyo ako, ha? Tigil-tigilan niyo ako. Maratako din ako.
Breaks the door,
Hindi,
so to worry about.
You know, I really thought today was the day. Split looked so good.
Si Zeus 18.
But now
Zeus
I'm starting
18.
to feel like today might not be the day.
Kunyari na lang. Ganun-ganun na lang ako, Tol. Baka meron akong maramdamang biglang gumano eh. Awit yun, man.
So much confidence. He is getting so much work
Titigil ko to.
A good sort of support.
Ititigil ko to.
For Team Secret at the moment as well. Nightfall will go through onto the site, probably connecting onto Sylvan only.
Nice.
Can't get much
Nice.
But Sylvan and Styron
3v3, Tol.
trying to hold strong. They're not
Sige,
actually
Nats.
able to lock it down just yet, and there is a flank coming through as well.
Ay, naku po, kitang-kita si Nats.
There could be another player.
Let's go, Zeus. Ay, putik! Putay na. Sorry. Ano sa amin?
Conversation. It's not over yet.
4 and 3.
Timing!
Impressive stuff. I mean, you kind of read it down to the trades, and
Awit!
still getting a bit overwhelmed, huh?
Okay lang yan.
Like,
Okay lang
what
yan,
was
Tol.
that? Sylvan getting
Okay lang yan.
Nats. Overwhelmed by the smokes. I mean, look at
Okay lang
that
yan.
from Cinder. Both of them. Just a section off the back portion, and he does not expect one coming out from behind. So you try and go again. This is one of those pacier hits from Varel that does work out in the end. Now it's going to be pacey from Team Secret.
Yeah, not working out. Styron, Francis Fury's getting quite a bit of damage down, but it's not enough to recover the frags that were given over.
Masyado OP yung angas ko, sabi ni AK. Oh, Tol.
Yes, last with a bit of a fight
Yes,
there as
Styron.
well. Not
Okay lang yan.
going to work out. And Styron dealt with as
Lead
well.
na
It's a
bagay.
good recovering round for Varel. Money's starting to come back online. 4-4 equalized.
Ito na, boss.
Summit is still anybody's guess.
It really is. Tough to say for sure. You do admire those 4 rounds in a row from Team Secret, but for
Exciting.
this one,
Hindi na ako sa maririnig
it's
yung
kind
ano
of
eh.
honestly reminiscent of the round that the desk just highlighted, right? Hunter's Fury out from the eco, and everyone's pushing out on every lane. But this map is a lot wider, a lot more open spaces as compared to Haven. So a little bit tougher to respond with. They weren't quite able to find the frags that they were looking for. Barrel withstands, and now going off to the next round. Not expecting too
Let's
much
go, Zeus.
but Team Secret goes
Timing.
off anyway.
Iputok mo. Iputok mo, baby.
He's going to be obscured by the orb.
Nilikuran. Nice one.
Refract back out from Zexy. Whoa.
Nice!
Playing with fire if you're going to keep peeking the line.
Nice!
Zeus is holding with an op. Kelly S is here as
Nice!
well. And the rest of Team Secret
Nice!
starting to
Ubos,
filter their
ubos!
way out into mid. They
Ubos,
want
pati
to
pa tapos.
try
Baka
and
sa
take
batang
this
kahit armor
round
lang,
away
Tol.
from Varel. It may not be a case of try at this point. I think it's just do.
Yeah, especially that recon earlier on from Styron. Just so much information right off the get-go, and it's one of these rounds where Varel just does not expect it because they've never been hit by this before. Ay. Slight whiffs, but otherwise immediately controlling things with the Blaze, and you're sitting on top of the spike too. Cinder, yeah, he might be thinking about the TP play, but with a 2v5, nah.
Ay, naku po, dito tama. Nice one!
A cheeky pick or two. Would you then
I miss
maybe
you,
go for
Brandon.
it,
Kailan
but
ba
it's
yung
not
next
headed in that
burger
direction.
natin?
Cinder now
Go!
solo.
30 seconds left.
PM mo.
V5 doesn't leave you with a lot of options, but opportunity here to maybe just slow the play down, have another chat as
5-4,
well.
boys!
They want to do in the next round.
This is effectively kind of a tiles crunch.
gonna have to save now. Again, early recon, everyone from Team Secret going down middle. They're starting to get a sense that Feral begins these rounds oftentimes staging around, B lobby.
Kasi!
And suddenly catching him up from behind.
Di ko alam.
It's something we've seen quite a bit.
Baka may masabi ako, pero di ko alam.
The Southeast Asian team, Team Secret.
Nag-isip ako, sasabihin ko eh. Oh, pala guys, live nga pala tayo sa lahat ng channels ng TS. Live tayo sa lahat sa channels ng TS. Pag pinindot nyo yung Team Secret, andun pa din ako, mga tol.
Off of the Thrifty with that Hunter's Fury.
Kala mo may sasabihin, kalma ka lang. Nag-isip ako eh.
Although we go back to something more reserved now with the op and some slight swings from both sides. Both Prowlers invested just to confirm position. And then we're back to those two big trips that Nats always sits on.
Nice.
Nice shot.
Nice! Ubus! Ito na, yung kalbo.
That is a bit more like it.
Yo, look at that. He's
sarap manalo, tol.
Although nobody's going to test it now. And Zeus is still, again, just applying pressure. Breaks the trip.
Nawala ata ano ko. Kasi ganito kasi guys, to be honest, meron talaga akong trangkaso. Legit yun. Legit na meron akong trangkaso. Na kanina nag-kick and kanina yung trangkaso ko kanina. Legit yun, tol. Hindi ako nagbibiro.
The waiting here for Team Secret. That's a one from Zeus, of course, as well.
Meron talaga akong sakit. Pero doon nanalo yung TS, biglang nawala. Magically, yun lang iya.
The drone, I think it was actually in the end there from Styron, of course.
Mas maangas ka pa magkas sa kanila eh. Sabi ni Dancel. Tol, para dito lang. Hindi pa ako nagkakas dito eh.
Someone dropping though to Cinder. With 20 seconds on the clock, I don't really see Varel going for this one. They look like they're going to save.
Yeah, we don't have to feed too many points towards Suna, so just sit comfortably. They do have the lead.
10 seconds left.
Pretty much a half score at least secured for quite a while with a 6-4. But they're also trying to
Jeremy
push
sa Japan.
Alright.
Babalik ba the mods? Tignan natin. Malay mo sa susunod na taon.
Not much else coming out from Varel. Either way, still this op is going to be quite a bit of a pesky problem for Varel. Oftentimes what you would want to see then from teams is some kind of initiator utility, right? Like scan the op player,
paramdaman mo ulit ng feeling na panalo.
try to shove him off his line. The Prowler wasn't it. It might have been
EJ, huwag mo nang isipin na mahihirapan sila sa attacking. Mahihirapan sa attacking pero mananalo. Yun na yun!
Players towards the end of it.
Lamang sila, boss. This is the new era. A start of something new. We are the best among the rest.
Test that now.
Conversion paths.
Convergence path.
Connect onto anybody.
Inside.
But Zexy
Alam mo,
take the opportunity nonetheless
alam mo
to
totoo
charge
lang.
into
Pag narinig kayo mga casters, this is literally yung mga parang sasabihin ko rin sa cast.
Retaking this site gets even more difficult. The pit expended. Varel are putting everything into this round.
Yeah, this is fascinating. They took a little time. Foxino is fishing around a bit. Get some information now. Knows where Team Secret are coming.
Tough retake, that's for sure. Gonna give it a crack though. Run it back. Invested.
Oh, this is way difficult, man. That's a Viper
LP
spit,
has found the double. Varel are on their way.
Understandable.
To a round
that is
here.
a Viper spit.
So a competitive half we're going to get once again.
Definitely competitive. Okay, we might actually still have a 6-6. It's possible.
Last round in the
Just avoiding the op completely kind of worked out a treat for Varel. And this is one of those strong alt rounds. They managed to combo those together. Viper's Pit, I mean, it actually obfuscates the side in full. It's a very tough choke point for Team Secret to break out of. And at the same time, I thought that Team
Boss,
Secret
bago map ba to? Oh, boss, kakalabas lang to.
You know, avoiding his previous position completely, doesn't get hit by convergent.
DJ na ako mamaya. Ano, labas ko rin?
Yeah, it's still a little bit too difficult to break through that pit. Back towards middle for Varel. While Team Secret tries to stack up towards these portions of the map, closer towards A. 1-1-3. Door immediately broken shut though. Just a
Tapos
poke
ko ng
around
tol.
a bit.
Sige, tol.
Varel look like they want to play a little bit faster in this round. Zexy
Pag,
certainly keen
pag
for it.
natalo ang Team TS dito, si DJ Audrey magiging top 1 DJ sa buong
Nothing for
Pilipinas.
Nats to do there. Deleted by Zexy. B-side opened back up.
Tol,
Very much
pioneer
on the
yan,
cards. Still yet to see this retake from Team Secret, but what have they really got to work with? I mean, no ultis, of course.
Drones and flashes. Zeus with a bit of movement. Sylvan to op.
See how it comes together. Zeus trying to lead the charge, not going to have any success, but Kelly S.
3v4.
It's a
Nice one.
on to Foxy.
3v3. May curveball ka pa. May isang star ka pa. You're gonna put it right now. One shot there is available. Hunt as well. Holy shit. You can do this, Kelly S. 1v2. Promise, tol.
To find the ace for this round, he could grab one more and then find a run it back. Not to be. So 6-6 will be the score, even as can be at the halftime.
Yeah, it's still anyone's game. Both teams eager to get their first wins or more champs points, and it all comes down to one half on the new map too. It's clearly a little bit difficult to quickly adjust and adapt to everything, but both sides showing what they're capable of is quite lovely. I mean, a much quicker hit, and it just comes down to effectively CQB. I mean, Zexy just clears out section by section off the map.
Yeah.
Earlier on into B-Link, and then actually
Masarap
into
pala
the
to,
back
pag
side, he throws down the saturate, which makes things much
Grabe na utang na loob
for
naman.
him to deal with.
Yeah, it has definitely felt like a very brawly kind of map, hasn't it?
Grabe naman.
Sort of seen a lot of toing and froing.
Grabe
It doesn't
naman
feel
yung
as structured or maybe
make-up ni Kelly S. Oh.
the other maps that we've
Knock
seen
na
tonight.
bota.
A lot of
Knock na.
weird timings, those kinds of
Sampunta.
Teams still kind of finding their feet.
That's what happens when it's new. We do see some lovely ideas. I still like that little tiles crunch attempt to the recon while Team Secret pushed down middle.
You can see there's definitely been some prep that's been put in.
One-way cages by Nats. But that's all going to get flipped now. Team Secret back onto the attack. They still have that double duelist. Oh.
Who have you got?
Varel gonna...
Sa live ako nanonood.
6-6. Who have you got? Varel for their first
Hanapin mo na lang,
I'm
boss.
still Team Secret right now.
Team Secret, okay.
But you never know. I do wonder what Team Secret has prepped on the attack, because they have a double duelist comp. We've seen a lot of pacey hits back on split, and it feels like they might
Ito na
do
tol,
the same thing
naniniwala
here.
tayo.
A bit more explosive than what we got from Varel. Foxy9 though, you're going to get that.
Yun lang. We are believing. We are dreaming and we are surviving.
Doesn't last forever.
Oh, Varel break their own door. Okay, that's interesting. Just want to block off, not worry about mid too much either way. They have the trip to mark off elbow, so. Stall comes down to Foxy9 and the wall.
Zuna waiting for the timing. He's got members that can peek off of that, but immediately they are met with headshots. Again, it's
oh my God, Zeus!
3K on the pistol, and what an asset to have.
I think the round's done.
I agree.
Jordan, oh my God. It was recons, it was flashes from Kelly S. They kind of use him as a pseudo-initiator, because why not? Phoenix fits the bill. He was the halftime MVP. Right now, the retake approach, just to swing out, the off angles being held. There was no Zeus walks away from this round with 4 ult points.
Yep.
Enough!
He's going to be putting those to good use later on in the half.
Oh, yes!
Perhaps the worst way that round could have started for Varel.
And it's just all these little close corners. If oh no. Okay, little BM. But yeah, if it's like these little duelist entries, it's definitely going to be a bit more difficult for Varel to take charge of. So they're trying to stack up their own on this round. Or pistols around the back of A. Team Secret have avoided that.
Siyempre, aangasan ko rin. Aangasan ko rin, men. Kasi niyayabangan tayo, di ba? Tatayo rin tayo, tapos duduru-duruin natin yung mga kalaban natin. Let's do that. Let's do that shit, bro.
Nats is going to be made aware of that.
Hello, Apple.
Doesn't want to stick around
Maraming
on the side
salamat
for too
sa
long,
pag-miss.
although,
nice one.
In fact, does, apparently. As he just stands and delivers. No way he gets 3 there. It looked like it was going to go all wrong, but yeah.
Salamat sa mga gifts, guys. Appreciate it.
And said, please shoot me.
This guy is insane, dude. He saw that many players. I mean, of course, it's a Marshall, 950, so he doesn't really lose too much. Positions around the cage at the end,
How
too.
does he get 4 in that round? That's unbelievable.
Oh, my God.
He
dips
kayo ha? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5! Pag-tampal-tampal ko kayo isa-isa eh!
Yeah. I see that. I'm walking the other way.
Kayo?
But
Kayong
I guess
lima?
that's why I don't get rounds like this.
Sama-sama kayo?
Yeah. I mean, what can we say? You know, Varel tries what they can do. They tossed in a saturate. They had the hunt. They
shorts boss dito pang
didn't wait for it to
TS
land
men.
first, but they were trying to time it
TS
together.
The shorts.
Yun that's just what Marshall does either way. So you're gonna move to the next round now.
Yun yung ibig sabihin ng TS tol. The shorts. Suot ko rin. TS din tol. The shorts.
Wants his ult.
My ultimate's ready.
Crowd is very much behind Varel, by the way. They would love to see Varel get up here. Starting to get a little quieter, though.
Yeah. It's a possible bonus, especially now that Kelly S has run it back. Smokes all around for Varel, just to try to control as much as possible. Prowler to try and scout for information, but
next stream natin, boss. Dual camera tayo. Para makita niyo yung ginagawa ko. Actually, semi-delikado nun, pero it is what it is, tol. Dual camera tayo sa next.
Wow, straight up through A.
Actually, pwede kong ayusin ngayon eh, pero tinatamad ako eh. Sa next stream natin. Hindi, tol. Magkakaroon tayo ng shots dito sa labas. Dito. Dito. Tapos, para pwede kong tumayo tayo, nakikita nyo pa rin ako, tol.
Will surely clear that out. Flash actually did land onto Foxy.
Wait lang, Eman. Kakausapin kita pagkatapos ito.
Keeps holding the W key and eventually gets what he wants, which is an entry.
Sasagutin kita, tol. Wait lang, Eman. May laban pa kami. Tapusin lang namin to, tol, ha. Tapusin lang namin to, tol. Tapos sasagutin kita, Eman. Wait lang, tol, ha. Lalaro lang ako, tol. Wait lang, Eman. Diyan ka lang.
The door as well. That's gonna be a clear protocol on post plants.
This is a bonus on offer for Team Secret.
Dito, tol. Dito, tol.
Looking pretty good
Sige,
for
patay mo,
right
Zeus.
now.
Patay mo.
Zeus, though, deleted by Zenshi. That's
sige, tol. Kaya to, kaya to. Puso lang, puso lang. Sige lang, Nats. Ubusin mo to, Nats. Nats. Sige, tol. Nats. Ay! Enti.
A bit over eager in the end. And so Varel give the crowd something
Eman,
to cheer
mag-usap
about.
tayo.
Yeah.
Ang noise, yung headset nila, noise cancelling at dun yung comms. Andun yung mic.
And they were still able to claw their way back.
That is aircraft military grade.
Finding that quick entry with light
That is aircraft military grade headphones, tol.
Credit to Cinder as well, got the initial double kill.
Tapos yung mga ganung bagay, pwede mong i-adjust, ikaw mismong mag-a-adjust. May controller dun.
Especially with a separate angle that LP takes and
kung kailangan mo malakasan o hinaan. Tapos yung IEMs, well, in-game. In-game sounds.
Just go straight up into the next round.
Certainly feels like the kind of map that's going to come down to the wire. Team Secret running it back in another round.
Nananalubian, naantok na naman ako. Nag-kick in na ata yung gamot na ininom ko.
Listening in to what they're doing this time.
Pero pwede rin pag in-game sounds yung headset na yun.
Yeah, Cyber playing mid. Timing kill. Tripper. Okay, destroy. Stunning.
Ito ah.
I flash this. Boys, come back. Shoot. Still have B-line, boys.
Comms talaga siya.
Come back mid. I flash one.
For comms talaga siya.
I got push, bro. Cypher B. I'm walking up. You guys can go at least 4. Yeah, I'm running up. Trophy. I'm holding trophy.
They really have to do it quick. Sprint over onto the B site just to
try
to take down LP,
kasi yung mga basically
yeah, here it comes. Team Secret can still find a way to salvage
yun kasi
this
yung
round
mga bagay na parang dedicated talaga for voice comms. Parang ganun.
It's all potentially on Zeus. Nats and Silver though wanted to have something about, or say something about it. 2-on-2, Cinder and Foxy. I mean, Cinder is kind of waiting for Foxy to arrive. 20 seconds though. Team Secret going to be forced to plant. They do get that down.
Spike planted.
The door shut too, but they have to worry about separate angles. Barrel's been spotted.
Yeah, only the one though. Oi. There we go. That's perfectly timed from Cinder and Varel. Have 2 in a row.
They must have thought they were safe. They just weren't aware Cinder was in that
si Kuya
position
Bill,
for
dati
quite
tanda
some
ko.
time.
Dati tanda ko, matanda ka na talaga, Apple! Joke lang yun. Oh.
It's all down to these little stealth.
Paano yung crowd during matches? Of course, hindi siya narinig. Then, kasi nga meron siyang noise cancellation, active noise cancellation, of course.
Spotted the Cypher,
Tapos
marked the
IEM.
cameras, sensed the trips as well. Break it, applied some pressure, go for the quick mid-round call. And they actually did manage to get the site, but
Nananalo ang Varel.
there's positioning. And that's what's tricky about the map as well. Even though the door's broken, it might
Nakakausap nyo kasi ako eh. Naglalaro yung tao eh. Pag naglalaro ba kayo, ginugulo ko kayo? Hindi naman, di ba?
Well, scoreline's equalized at 8-8, and that is
naglalaro yung tao. Ginugulo nyo.
So they're going to pull a timeout. It kind of seemed like this was going to be maybe an
yung coach ng TS, si Coach Allen. Si Allen Calvo.
As you'd expect them to, or as you'd expect.
Si Coach Allen.
And yet, it's got a little bit more difficult now. There's been another twist and another turn. This hasn't exactly been like it hasn't been a lights out game from Varel or anything like that. Map 1, it was a different vibe.
Yeah.
But it feels winnable still for Varel. They're doing it really by committee.
We have Foxy9 getting his flowers on the previous match. Now it's Cinder starting to redeem himself in some of these moments too. Can't forget about Zexy as well. But of course, LP leading the charge with some of these anchor kills.
Well, nanalo nga ng Masters yung coach ng Kalbo eh.
He's the IGL for his too. But that's what I love about this little
Tandaan nyo, lahat ng Kalbo nagcha-champion. Yung coach ng Masters ng Leviathan, Kalbo. Yun na yung meta, men. Yun na yung meta. Kalbo. Ang tawag doon, Kalboff. Yun na yun, tol. Pag di ka Kalbo, dude, you are missing out.
Might be a bit under pressure here, though. Molly forward.
Nice, kala ko papasok ko siya.
Enough.
Oh, may tripwire. May tripwire. Nice! Kinuryente.
Though on the entry, as soon as found that double.
Kaya mataas kuryente talaga kay Zeus eh.
Perfectly.
Oh, Zeus.
There's a 3v4. No, this is scary.
Secret.
You have to take at least one.
Retake 3.
Oh, snake bite!
Yes, down to 1 HP. Eventually found in the end. So, just Zeus and Silver now. And Zeus is going to try and stand and...
Nice one. 1v1 with a great one. One tap lang tol. What?
No!
No, it's a judge. 8-9. It's okay. It's okay.
Against the judge, 2 HP. You kind of don't even really have to aim.
Yeah.
So Varel gets a 9.
Just walk within frame. That's the kill right there. Oh my god. This is what it comes down to. I mean, I have to imagine that timeout
nakakamiss nga pala si
the team that
Hekate, nakakamiss ka rin eh. Long time no si Hekate. Huli tayo nagkita nasa Saudi pa tayo for EWC.
Spawn a bit further. But his opponents then approach from different entrances. Zuna still had that little off angle where you already picked up that double kill. That's the one other thing, you try to fix one issue and then something else starts to let loose. Team Secret have to go at it again. They've lost the lead now and they need to come up with the goods with their current guns, their current arsenal. Economy starting to become an issue. Varel are starting to push out as well for
Tumingin din ba kayo sa mga Viber nyo? Tumingin din ba kayo sa mga Viber nyo? Sorry, sa akin yun, di sa inyo.
Team Secret. Ooh, rotating out.
Incredibly adventurous from Foxy9.
Yeah, but it is the kind of push that can win you around. You take all this space, he doesn't even need to necessarily go any
sa akin
further.
yun.
Okay. But it's kind of almost baiting Varel into reinforcing B.
Yeah, because he just doesn't see anything towards A.
Kailan po night market?
I'm a little bit curious about Ace
Kailan
Short.
ba?
I thought they might have gone back into it, but no, they're
Oy,
walking
Jet!
straight to this trap now.
Hello, Jet.
Oh, yeah, these convergent paths is going to utterly destroy Team Secret. LP
Oh
and
my
Zexy
god!
easy. There's no entry allowed. Varel are putting together now quite a hefty defense. Zuna spots a couple out, trying to push their way out
Oh,
of that dark cover, and it is a super clean round from Varel. It's all off the back of the information that Foxy9 is able to get. Varel up to double digits and have now 4 in a row on the defense, and hey,
bakit natatalo ang mga Pinoy? Kasi Jay, hindi ka naglalaro dito. Kung naglalaro ka dito sa VCT Pacific,
that story so much, and I gotta admit, it's starting to get to me too. It feels very
2 years ago pa nagcha-champion ng mga Pinoy, Jay.
The crowd loving it, roaring for Varel as well, and this is just clear as day. The trap setup, the information gained by Foxy9.
Alam mo, JX, diyan ka nagkakamali. Hindi lahat ng TS Tagalog. Kasi si, si tawag doon? Si Kelly S, Bisaya.
Just gets a little bit too eager for a fight there. That's gonna invest the neural theft.
Oh, would you look at that? Just pressure. The team's actually headed towards B. Or not.
Might be an A-split. A-split would not be a bad shout, but you have to go past a trip in order to do so. So that's going to kind of give a bit of an advanced warning for Varel. For now, though, it is only Cinder that's looking at this A site. And there's multiple players walking onto his line. So he's just going to have to find an alternative fight.
What is that? I have no idea, dude.
But they have to be so cautious about
kasi ilang beses ko na napapanood yan eh.
Cinder really trying to isolate a duel somewhere, bring it back to 4-on-4.
Bisaya.
He's going to provide enough time for Zexy to come through. That just seems like a mistake, really, from Team Secret and not covering that angle.
Nice one, Nuts! These Nuts!
To lose a couple of players. Zuna's got another.
Tumito.
The 2-on-2.
Sige, ito. Babalin ako.
Ever reliable in these kinds of circumstances. It's all on the shoulders now of Zexy. Creep forward is going to be enough to get it done. That was way too close for comfort for Team Secret. I don't think they're comfortable
na yun na makulateral. Tol, legit.
Ever since the slight timeouts from both sides, they tried to fix some things. But again, down to high pressure moments, they start to, I don't know, forget or neglect certain angles. Real anticipation on that front, but it allows for Zexy to do what he does. At the end, it's that double swing still, thankfully. So you can still see they are, committing some mistakes, but still very much in this game. It's anyone's moment because both sides, they're still trying to
have you
figure
guys played this map?
out. Of course, a little bit quicker on that front.
How is it so far?
Varel so far, who are now trying to stay ahead of the game by calling their own time out.
Yep. It's important to maintain the momentum in
5.
circumstances. It has really
5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest.
But it's just so.
Paano mo i-rate tong mapa na to?
I mean, Team Secret, they try to do their thing. Maybe a bit of conditioning or apply some pressure to certain parts of the map, pull some rotations or bait out pieces of utility if possible. And at times they have been successful with that. But Varel have wisened to it too. What you're seeing Varel do now is just forego mid completely. Like, who cares? Foxy9 is just going to lurk and maybe get information if possible, and that's what he can do, especially since he has that ever-viable toxic screen. Meanwhile, if you're worried about, A short or B short link, you have trips, and that's what this composition does. You have quite a bit of control with the trips and different smokes that you're able to set up. Look at Cinder. Ooh.
National Styron, Singapore.
Forward, maybe trying to work around middle now. Han sees that there's nothing there.
Just to give you something dito.
It's already sending through.
After ito, naglalaro kami. Kalma lang, ha?
Clean one from LP. So
Oy, Mid Mothers! Yun sa pinakamatanda sa Valorant. Shoutout.
Hunter's Fury.
Ito, naglalaro kami.
May
na ako tanongin, tol.
Secret are in with a plant on B. Varel's retake is going to be tested once again.
Push mo, tol. Push mo.
Snake fight causing a real problem for Zeus.
I love you, Mid Mothers.
Foxy.
NT. Sige. Push ko lang.
His own
Diyan mga kalaban mo.
Damage.
Sige. Hold that corner. Hold that angle, tol. Sige, cross para tayo dito. Cross. Antay lang natin sila. Promise. Leleegan natin to isa-isa. Leleegan natin to, tol. Leleegan natin to, tol. Isa-isa, promise. Sige, tol. Leleegan natin to. Isa-isa, tol. Promise. Promise, hindi nagugustuhan yung mga... Sige, maleleegan tayo, tol. Sabi sa'yo, maleleegan tayo, eh.
And Zexy will finish it off. The defuse there for Varel. They give themselves another 2-round lead. And now 2 rounds away
from getting their first win.
Going back.
It's possible, Jordan.
Si Styron
This is lovely stuff.
is from
You called
Team
it with the shotguns,
XLB.
and he does bait out
Nung
quite a bit.
VCT
And that's
Southeast
credit, kudos
Asia
to the whole team to be
Split
able to
1.
work around that information too. They
Joke,
started
Split
off,
2.
especially
Split 2
off the
pala.
timeout, thanks to Coach TK9 to get that
Tapos,
one down
itong
middle.
XLB,
It's been
they
quite
are
a problem. Team Secret's always
the
been
best
given
team
that space
sa
to
group
work off of.
stage.
Now that
They
they're
are
seeing that
the
it is
best
clear,
team sa group
and
stage
also,
nila.
You know, due to
Like,
efforts
best,
from
best.
LP shutting down that initial run it back, they're able
Wala,
to control
lahat panalo.
temper things down quite a bit.
Tapos ang
Despite,
ginawa
you know, a
ng
very
Team
classic
XLB,
textbook of
ng
Valorant,
Team Xiaolongbao,
site execute coming out
boss.
from Team Secret. They had the Hunter Sphere and everything, but now it's going to be that timeout, and we'll see. They're able to bring things back.
Team Secret fans.
Nag-ano sila, nagtawag dito?
You know, it's getting late now.
Hell yeah.
Nag-forfeit
Especially if it goes on to be
in the middle of the tournament. Kayo ang
for a Team
best
Secret fan.
team sa group stage nyo. Biglang nag-forfeit.
That said, nobody
Huwag nyo lang pa.
wants to be starting
Naputol na lang ako dun.
with a
Hindi, legit, meron siyang kamukha. Meron siyang kamukha yung kaibigan ko.
Proud of themselves, you know.
Like legit, parang 1:1,
being
men.
able to bring it
Check ko nga
this
sa IG ko
far
nasan
front
siya.
on a new map as well. Get it to at least double digits. I want to see if it's possible. But of course, guns in this round.
Nasa Pilipinas naman
you're
siya.
starting to feel like it's
Pero
more like Varel's
kamukha,
game
like legit na
already.
kamukhang kamukha niya.
They're back to their
Like,
setups. No, they're
kaya
actually
ako
swapping things around.
Kaya ako napatingin kasi I have to confirm kung siya talaga yun. Alam mo
It's
yun?
done enough work. Team Secret are walking into a double trip setup.
Ina nyo.
Something that they haven't quite dealt with for the first time in quite a while.
Yeah, and it's not just going to be the trips, it's going to be the wall now as well.
Oh.
Goes down early.
Nice one,
though, so
Zeus.
Team
Nice one,
Secret
nice
in
one.
with another chance. They'll feel like they can make something happen here. LP's got all the info that he needs for a multi-kill, but he can't put it together. Foxy
Cosmic
is
Divide.
just half a second too late. He's going to go straight through that Cosmic Divide. He wants to try to force the issue here. Be walking into a crossfire, though. You've got 2 players on the other side. of it.
Nice one!
I don't know how he has won that duel. Team Secret needed something like that. So Zexy and Zuna going to stick around and see what they can do. There's one onto Styron, starting to chip away at the numbers, but still a tough retake here for Varel, and they're just going to work in tandem, see what they can.
This is 2v3. There's no
Big
way, man.
crossfire
There's
established for Team
no
Secret.
way.
Kelly
Let's
finishes it off.
freaking go.
Go to 10. Job's not done.
Not out of the woods yet, but it's definitely
Fried cinnamon roll. Same.
Maybe. This wasn't thrifty. They managed to make it happen. Starting to get a sense for how Cinder might play around.
Fried cinnamon roll, kung ano yung sinabi mo.
So perhaps a bit of
Same.
overconfidence maybe from Varel.
Pareho lang tayo.
They had the setups, they had the trips, but that was all quickly broken apart just due to that team
At habang nandito
effort.
kayo, mag-follow na kayo.
Into sight.
Kasi magkikita ulit tayo sa 19.
Not a lot of money
Sa lahat
in the
ulit
back
ng
pocket
pages
here
ng Team
from Varel,
Secret.
So they're going to take a save round.
Oh my. Which means a tie is very possible. Team Secret disrespected the toxic screen in the round previous, so now they're
Last year
starting
pa
to
ako nakafollow.
anticipate
Salamat! Tama lang!
now.
Kailan Nation Cup?
Mid from Zexy.
Sa ano?
Trying to play around that smoke.
November. Tagal pa, tol. Tagal pa.
Star's already spent the recon. I'm just gonna try and clear it.
Nice
Nice
one.
2 tap there from Zexy, but 1-for-1 isn't really going to win Varel this round. They need something elsewhere.
That's why they're starting to push out B main now. It's Nats once again on a kind of a lurk. He's got the camera too. The team just trying to get a feel for things. Team Secret maybe
Rinig
then
niyo ba yung
deciding to
drum?
push towards
Rinig niyo
A.
ba yung ano? Yung
Camps
pagka-drums
on
ko. Hindi ko alam.
Or not.
Yun sa! Ang isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit may Valorant sa Pilipinas.
The only thing you'd really want to see is
Shoutout nga pala.
Foxy already halfway there, but did have to go through a trip, so didn't want to give up that information. Still
Alam niyo ba guys kung sino may-ari ng Valorant yan? Si Yunsa. Nice! 3v3 tol. Dali, come in. Sige, tol, sige. Ubusin mo lahat, tol. Ubusin mo lahat. Sige, si Baxley lang yan. Walang bilang yan, tol. Promise. Sige, ubusin nyo. Sige, to. Katago, di ko alam kung ano tawag dito, pero tayo ng mapan to, hindi ko alam. Hindi ko kabisado to, men. Ano, tara, November? Tara. Ano meron sa November? ENC yun.
Okay.
Ito. Sige, patay mo. Wala na baril. Sige, 1v2. Sige, kaya mo to. Sige, Siron, tsaka Silvan. Sige, nice one! Oh, nice.
Would have been interesting had he got that kill cleanly.
Nice one. Ano? Kayong lima kayo! Magkakamukha kayo!
This is amazing. A thrifty round again, and even though it's not fully
kahit magsama-sama kayong lima, mga po!
Deep lurk
joke lang,
is quite deadly.
Joke lang!
I'm not sure if Nats' camera actually spotted him out. So he was able to slip up that far front, and that could be something that he tries and attempts again in one of these upcoming rounds. Ults aplenty for Varel, and there's still a great chance for them to be the first ones to get towards that.
Kung ginawa mo kaya sa match, di kaya maban. Hindi! Ba't ako mababan? Bakit ako mababan, tol?
Now, the pit blocking up as well.
It's a nice time to have a pit online, that's for sure.
Ito na.
Any
kayong lima! Ay! Mga po!
Immediately just
na-try nyo na bang maglagay ng tangke sa loob ng mall? Ha?
Some of these close corners. Prowler might give
exactly, sinasabihin nila mga pinagmumura nga nila Wits yan eh, nila Alexi, di ba? Oh, sa Game Changers pa yun ha? Sinabihan ni Alexi yung mga kalaban niya, mga bobo. Straight up dude, straight up. Come on man.
Yeah. They've dealt with this double setup from Cinder.
Bisaya din ba si Zeus?
But Cinder has the paranoia a lot earlier this time.
Drones dealt with. Paranoia still.
Ano XP ko sa London? Masarap ang baget.
Come through, and this is where Varel have to really now push the issue. Zexy dealing with one. He will presumably be aware that there's multiple members coming in that direction. So Varel getting a little bit of a heads up over towards A, and Secret with 20 seconds. Haven't really got any control in onto the side. Finally, they can start thinking about
nice one!
Sylvan out of nowhere.
Nice one. 2v1. Silvan, 11 HP. Huwag ka na magpakita, utang na loob!
For Varel, and Zuna catches Nats just floating around in no man's land. It's a 2-on-1, and Sylvan has no HP. Varel will be the first at 12, and Varel have one round to see if they can get this done.
It's right within
naniniwala ako sa OT. Press 1 if mananalo ang TS. Press 2 if matatalo ang TS. Matik walang magduto.
Some slight adjustments earlier.
Press 1.
Sexy push.
Mga demonyo kayo. Mga demonyo kayo.
And of all things that
lahat na nagtuban.
Team Secret to get
lahat na nagtuban.
I mean that's one hell of a heads up play right there. He gets it through. He didn't peek all the way past it. It's thanks to that scan from before.
That's great from Sylvan, but gotta admit, unfortunately wasn't enough.
Oh, pala, ba't ako nagtanong?
Yeah, I think Nats just got a bit lost on the side as well, didn't he? It seemed like
nice try.
He actually wanted to be.
Guys, kaya natin to. Hindi tayo magpapatalo.
One for approach from
okay, say it with me. When I say T, you say S. T.
1-1-3 barrel, but
T. Yan, di ba? One more. When I say T, you say S. T.
Straight through the center of the map. Commitment coming in here from Team Secret. Counteracted by Zeus is battling his demons inside of this cage, trying desperately to survive, but Varel might be getting it done right here. 3-on-2. And now it's down to just Nats. That's the spike drop to Varel for their first win of the year. Might get it done in the first game they play in Stage 2, and Nats is spotted out, and there it is. Finally, they have waited all year for
when
this.
I say T, you say S. T.
Crazy.
T.
As Varel get done, they get their first win on the board in VCT Pacific.
GG!
Oh my
God. Kita kita sa 19!
The passion, the will to keep pushing forward. They had some rocky starts here or there. They had some great pistols all throughout. But for it to be done on the very first day of stage 2, this must feel quite ecstatic.
I mean, that too, but I think also it has to be a massive sigh of relief for Varel. You know, you would in the back of your mind as this team be thinking we could go an entire year without a win. Right? Yeah. Like that is a very real thought. You're probably not vocalizing it, but you are probably thinking it. That now is a weight that is off their shoulders. What does this mean for the team going forward? Are they going to be a serious competitor here in stage 2? We obviously have yet to find out, but at the very least, they can say that that might be their back.
Yeah, hands down. I mean, how often do you see a team huddle together after getting a win? This is how much it means for them. For all the fans, too, who are just so eager to support them throughout their entire journey. I mean, right now, the world is their oyster. Foxy9 upgrade. And being that vocal for everyone as well, there are definite vibes flowing for all of them. People in tears off of this one win.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, they've been waiting a long time for that. But Foxy9 got to be feeling good coming into that lineup as well. Had a stellar map 1. Pretty good on map 3 as well. So definitely had his moments. There it is, the first win on the board for Varel. But how many more await? That's the question. I mean, could it be some kind of Cinderella run this season? I'm not sure I've seen enough to convince me just yet, but maybe Foxy9 has something to say about it. We have Jen down on the stage waiting and ready to go, so we are going to hand it over to Jen to have a chat with our winners.
And that was Varel clinching their very first Pacific victory. I'm standing here with Foxy9, of course, their latest addition, to talk about today's win as well. Now, congratulations, Foxy9. 네, 오늘 승리를 거둔 바렐의 폭시9 선수와 나오도록 하겠습니다. 승리 축하드립니다.
Tapusin na natin to! Tignan na natin to!
반갑습니다.
Massive congrats, Foxy9. The team has been waiting for this moment for so long. We see TK9 sweeping you off the ground and giving you a big hug. How does this win feel? I mean, seeing that happy smiles on your teammates' faces too. 일단 승리 너무 축하드리고요. 바렐이 정말 간절하게 기다렸던 퍼시픽 첫 승이거든요. 이제 폭시9 선수가 팀에 들어오자마자 함께 이뤄내기도 했는데 감독님이 아까 이기자마자 막 번쩍 들어 올려주셔가지고 너무 잘했다 얘기까지 해주셨거든요. 이제 간절했던 첫 승 함께 읽어내기도 했고 팀원들이 행복한 표정을 보니까 기분이 어떤지 궁금하거든요.
일단은 오랜만에 경기까지 뛰었는데 이기게 돼서
Let's go, Foxy9
좋은 상태고요. 그리고 이제
ang daming Korean team sa Pacific.
키워프 때나 스테이지 1
daming Pinoy sa Pilipinas na.
이기는 거에 대한 기쁨이 없더라고요. 제가 처음에 팀 왔을 때. 근데 이렇게 1승을 주면서 애들한테 이기는 거에 대한 기쁨을 하게 해줘서 정말 기분이 좋고 그냥 저희 모두가 다 잘한 것 같습니다.
Well, first of all, I mean, I've been away from the scene for quite a while, but it feels really good to come back to the stage and grab a first win. And as for the team, I just feel like when Varel were struggling in kickoff and stage 1, I felt like they didn't really get to enjoy what it felt like to win. And to be able to kind of let them experience how good it feels and how fun it feels, how fulfilling it feels to win, I think that really means a lot. So shout out to my teammates as well. Now, Foxy9, I also wanted to talk to you about your new role, not in-game, but outside the server, because you're coming onto this team as a big brother and a leader and a veteran, right? Are you comfortable with this role? 일단은 폭시9 선수가 그동안 보여줬던 모습이랑 약간 백스테이지에서도 좀 다른 모습을 보여주고 있는 것 같아요. 훨씬 더 맏형의 든든한 모습, 그리고 뭔가 리더로서의 모습이 보이거든요. 이 새로운 역할에 대해서는 좀 어떻게 느끼고 계세요?
이제 제가 지금까지 해왔던 팀이 이제 젠지랑 DRX라는 팀에서 일부에서 플레이를 해봤는데 이제 거기서 어떻게 보면 우승도 해봤고 정말 FPS를 오랫동안 한 형들이 이제 위에서 든든하게 지켜줬기 때문에 거기서 제가 정말 많은 걸 배웠던 것 같아요. 그래가지고 내가 이 형들한테 어떻게 들었을 때 내가 와닿았고 그리고 이제 뭐 성격이라는 부분이라던가 이끄는 그런 것들을 보고 배워서 이번에 바레일 팀 들어오면서 제가 그걸 따라하면서 그래 최대한 제가 흡수하려고 해봤는데 잘 되더라고요. 근데 저는 맏형이 그런 역할을 잘 못하나 봐요.
왜요?
그냥 뭔가
GG
친구들처럼
well played
뭔가
mga
지내는 게
sir.
좀 기분이
Maraming
좋더라고요.
salamat sa lahat. Kita-kits tayo sa
그리고 뭔가
19.
지금 이 상태로 지내는 게 훨씬 더
Bye,
마음 편해
boys!
보이고 즐거워 보여요.
이제 아무래도 저희 팀원들이 다 연령대가 낮다 보니까 얘들이 말하는 어투나 어조 그게 너무 뭔가 날 것인 거예요. 그래가지고 너무 재밌어요. 그러니까 이제 팬분들도 저희 팀원분들을 이제 저희 팀을 좀 주의 깊게 보시면은 정말 재밌을 거예요. 그러니까 저희 바렐 항상 응원해 주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
Well, in my past Tier 1 teams like DRX and Gen.G, I've had a lot of experienced players taking on that leadership role. They had so much experience of winning a league, lifting that trophy as well. So I think I kind of look back on what they used to tell me and use that as kind of a guiding process. You know, remembering what worked on me and trying to kind of emulate that onto my teammates to make sure
GG
that
boys,
I'm a
kita-kits tayo sa
better
sunod.
leader. But I just feel like, I don't know, being the big brother, that